stop it.
What, you want to make another sticker?
No, you're gonna fly me to the moon.
No, don't.
No.
Don't copyright us, please. Please. That's like the bane of YouTube existence.
I accidentally played on the 12-hour stream. Luckily, we fixed it, but Rasputin.
Oh my gosh, it's a very copyrighted song.
Yeah.
But
Problem is, it was like 5 a.m. and I was like so tired. I forgot about copyright. I was just like playing it and it's like, and then I was like, no, wait.
Are we on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're on.
Hi.
Hello. Yeah, no, check.
Okay,
audio
another
check,
sound
please.
check.
We'll
Can you guys
speak
hear us
louder.
properly?
Yeah, I think
we
we should
should.
probably speak
yeah.
louder.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
We should most
so we're
likely
getting
speak
good
louder.
signals. So, alright, you want to continue?
Yes, okay. Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to the Nat One Lounge. My name is Hope.
And my name is Kezia. Today we are going to learn how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's see if we can fit it into 2 hours.
This video it's gonna be hard. This video is sponsored by Battlewagon. They're an online store that is opening on the 1st of July.
Yes.
I keep getting June and July mixed up. I don't know why. It's opening on the 1st of July. They have a great array of singles that are going to be rolled out. We're told there is Magic, there is Pokemon, there is Yu-Gi-Oh! A massive amount of stock coming onto that shop. So, keep an eye out. They've sponsored our Yu-Gi-Oh! Prizes.
Yeah. And while you're here, can you please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay tuned for post new videos? I'm getting the hang of this YouTuber thing, okay? We're getting there. Yeah, and
I think, was it the last time you were on? Like,
yes,
you said,
I had to make sure that is like key.
Yeah. Alright, let's introduce our guests for this evening. We have...
Joshua Farber. Hello.
What is the fun fact about you?
I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Did you know?
No way!
we invited you here for Pokemon.
No. We were supposed to teach them Yu-Gi-Oh!
Actually, we're learning from Kezia and Hope today.
Yeah, like we know nothing, right?
So
And
you
we
don't
have-
understand.
We have Ahmed Garan, also common
Returning
Yu-Gi-Oh! player.
guests.
Returning
So,
guests,
yes,
and
yes.
consider myself a pro Yu-Gi-Oh! player as well. Yeah.
Alright, so we're very excited for today. Let's start with a question. How long have you guys been playing Yu-Gi-Oh?
Ooh, that is 5 years for me now.
5 years.
I'm going on 3 years right now.
Okay, so veterans.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Nat One Dad did title it "Learn from the Pros," so
strong statement.
Ooh.
Does it hold true? Does it ring true?
Yeah. Okay, we have Harry first in chat. Hi, Harry.
Hey, Harry.
We have Risen Ashes,
Hello.
Colonel, Michael. Hi, Chris. Hello.
Hello.
I can't say your username.
What is it? Quabs.
Oh, Quabs.
Quabs. Okay, Quabs.
Quabs, yeah.
Okay, audio seems to be perfect. Cool.
Fantastic username.
Cool.
One question that I did ask earlier on when we were starting the stream is, how do you win Yu-Gi-Oh? And
Chat
Harry
was so great.
said,
Gracious to answer.
yeah, Harry was gracious enough to answer, and he gave the funny version, which was, you guys can explain.
Lord, help
And
us.
it's a meme. So he said you go to a tournament and play a drastic drop-off, and as soon as your opponent draws for their turn and immediately hand shuffle, you activate it and they immediately get a game loss.
Right.
Why do they get a game loss?
So, okay, for context, drastic drop-off is a counter trap that it says when a card is added from the opponent's deck to their hand, they have to discard that added card. Now, drawing a card is adding a card from your deck to your hand, obviously. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players have a tendency that whenever they add a card from their deck to hand or they draw a card, they immediately start hand shuffling. I don't know why, it's a common habit. So, because they've hand shuffled, you now can't confirm whether or not, that card that they draw was that card or whatever, so they can't discard it. So it becomes an illegal game state, and you can't fix
Okay,
that
so
game
you basically
state.
Yeah.
force them to take an illegal card.
No. You force an irreparable game state.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So it leads to.
But
a
they
game
can't do
loss.
anything about
They
it.
can't do it.
No.
Okay.
So
No, that's a petty win.
It's-
Petty win.
Yeah.
Okay, we just want to say for the first person in chat, which was Harry, congratulations, you win a booster. Can you show him
For
one
being
of
the
the
first
boosters
person
there?
in chat.
Oh.
For being the first person in
Whoa,
chat. There you go, Harry.
Congratulations.
Okay.
All right, so yes, so we know very little, if nothing, of Yu-Gi-Oh. So we are very excited to learn.
I know it is a TCG, and because of a recent video that we posted and the research that I had to do, it came out in 1999.
Yeah.
Great, we remember the dates. All right, so this is going to be set up with the youngest versus the oldest.
Ooh.
Yes.
So he's going to be explaining the deck that I will be playing, and he will be explaining the deck she's going to be playing.
Yeah.
And we will see how it goes from there, because apparently we can't play and learn at the same time. We have to be taught. So I guess the first question is, where do we begin?
Yeah.
Where do you start?
Where do you start is obviously the basics that you have to understand is what is the end point of the game, which
Okay.
is each person starts then with 8,000 life points.
Okay.
And the end goal is to either make your opponent's life points go to 0. And then we'll be going, as we go along, we'll explain how there are many different ways to then get to reduce your opponent's life points to 0.
Okay, so kill your opponent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
That's a lot more life than you get in Magic, that's for sure.
Yeah. On the bright side, your monsters have a lot more attack points. so-
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. There's no 1/1s here, I'm assuming.
No.
No.
No
Have to hit your opponent 8,000 times. No. But we
Okay.
have the field layout, so it's not like Magic or what's the other one, Digimon, where you don't really have a field layout. No, you have specific zones
Yeah.
which you place cards in, right? So we have monster zones, which are these 5 monster zones here, which you can place your monsters in, and these 2 extra monster zones. These are relevant for now. If you ask questions, we'll answer them. Doesn't matter right now. Then we have spell trap zones, which you get 5 of them as well.
Okay.
So
Okay. So I'm assuming once you fold it, you cannot.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
go
only
past
get
that.
5 at a time.
Okay.
So you would place your spells in here, your spells would stay in here, etc. And you get your field spell zone, which is another like spell trap zone, but it's for a specific type of spell, called
Okay.
a field spell.
Okay.
You know, the field spell goes in the field spell zone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, shocker.
Then you would also have the zones where you place your deck,
Yeah.
which is on your right hand side.
Yes.
And then your extra deck, which is the monsters that are not part of your main deck, which would be over here. And then you have your graveyard, which would be right on top over here.
So the
Oh, okay.
extra deck isn't your graveyard. What
No,
what
no,
is
no.
the extra deck?
So extra deck is a 15 card assortment of monsters that you always have availability to at any point in the game. So as long as you meet the conditions for those cards, you can summon them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So they're basically like a second hand of cards you can always summon if you meet the conditions for.
Okay.
Oh.
It's gonna be weird coming from Magic where your graveyard is above your deck.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you have your deck and then your graveyard is above
yeah.
your deck.
Oh,
and
that
then
feels so wrong.
you have your exiles above your graveyard as well.
Yeah.
Or in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's called your banishment.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
going to say that above your graveyard you'd have your banishment. There's no real, like, official
There's no
zone for it.
So,
What?
Konami still hasn't clarified to us where the banishment is supposed to be. Everyone assumes it's above the graveyard.
It could be anywhere.
It could be anywhere.
Oh, okay. So you can have it on like a separate couch.
Management works the same as Exile, where the card leaves the game,
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
In Yu-Gi-Oh! It's a little bit more different because you have a lot more access to your exiled cards.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not really like gone forever because a lot of stuff interacts with your banish pile, but it's generally like a worse graveyard.
Yeah.
So how fast paced would you say Yu-Gi-Oh is?
The game generally ends in 5 turns, I'd say.
That's been graceful. Like, on a competitive level, it gets so intense where if you have that one turn and if you don't play correctly and your opponent is skillful enough, they'll end you in one turn.
Look,
But
I'm biased because I usually tend to play slower decks. So for me, it's like 5 turns.
Says the person who I assume always wins.
He draws out the pain. He likes to watch the suffering unfold.
It's like what do you call Magic players coming to sit down with a friendly deck. It's okay, guys. It's okay. It just like destroys you. So you said it was friendly. Okay, so you played in the Western Cape States. Is that what it's called?
So in South Africa, right, you have nationals.
Yeah.
Then
Okay.
it got changed from nationals to state championships.
Okay. Yeah, it's just weird saying states.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have 2 state championships a year, one in Joburg and then one in Cape Town.
Okay.
I played in the Joburg one because I wanted to see what it was like. I
Yeah.
did pretty poorly, unfortunately.
Different scene.
And then obviously came back to Cape Town and I did casted, live streamed the whole of Cape Town State Championship, and that was really fun as well.
Okay.
So I've been around the block, you know.
Yeah.
Were you a commentator?
Yeah.
So how was it there?
Yeah.
Was it busy?
It was really busy. Both of them were really busy. In Joburg, we had 94, 93 players.
Yeah.
And then in Cape Town, we had 80 players. So both, like, big growth on Cape Town.
Okay.
And then a slightly smaller scene in Johannesburg, but that's normal.
Yeah,
Okay.
because Cape Town's average turnout is around about 60.
Yeah, it's 60
And
odd.
so for us to get like 80 players this year, it's like the biggest states that we've had in Cape Town as far as I remember.
That's
where
good.
it
That's
goes.
good.
So it shows that there is a growth in Yu-Gi-Oh and that there is interest, which is really, really nice.
Yeah, that was very nice.
You played, right?
I played on the 15th of June. I played in the Cape Town States event, which was really, really nice. It's a very competitive scene, but it was really, really nice because the scene is much more compared to the international scene this year, which was really, really nice.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
So we have 2 decks in front of us right now that we will be using. I have I like the look of the cyber dragons. Yeah. So
Very stereotypical.
she just grabbed it. I didn't have a choice. I just came around the corner and I was like told, okay, that deck you're gonna be playing with. Oh, okay.
we don't need
The youngest ones always get what they want.
I know, right?
Right.
See, this is why it's oldest versus youngest.
oldest story so mean. But yeah, so Yu-Gi-Oh is quite. Would you say Yu-Gi-Oh is quite connected to its anime? Because I know that
Or
the
its manga.
anime.
It came from
Yeah.
manga.
Yes.
I
all
mean,
anime come from.
These are both anime decks. So
Yeah,
I would say yes.
yes, because
Yeah.
these decks that you're playing today
Yeah.
both derive from the anime. So these
Okay.
cards were used.
Well, not all of them. But
Not
a
all
lot
of them, but
Yeah.
majority of them were used.
Yeah.
But would you say you get a richer experience out of playing Yu-Gi-Oh if you've seen the series?
I haven't watched the anime.
Okay, there
So-
you
Oh,
go.
there we
No,
go.
like I feel like majority of the people, especially with the newer mechanics and stuff, haven't watched that part of Yu-Gi-Oh, and it's you don't need to essentially watch it in order to
Yeah.
to play the game. But I think
You can pick up the game, watch a 20-hour tutorial or whatever.
Well, 2 hours now.
hours.
Tutorial. Speaking
and
of
then
which,
get a general understanding.
Yeah.
You really don't have to start with the anime. If you want, you can. It is kind of fun. I've heard. I don't know.
I don't know. It sounds cool.
like 90% of the player base have watched the beginning of Yu-Gi-Oh, which most people know,
Yeah.
and then up until like the GX era, which is like the Elemental Heroes, and then further than that, not a lot of people go beyond it, but majority of them still play it. Yeah.
So Yu-Gi-Oh has
Yeah.
Chat.
What? How do you say that again?
Crabs.
crabs. It's
Thank you.
crabs, but with the
Crabs.
W.
It says, Josh, watch the anime.
No.
Harry says, a lot of people stopped watching the series after the 4th main Yu-Gi-Oh series.
Okay.
Which was Arc V. Which is
Arc V, most likely. Yeah.
Pendulums.
Oh.
So speaking of elements that you mentioned, Yu-Gi-Oh is Yu-Gi-Oh based on elements. What's the archetypes?
So you either get attributes,
Okay.
and then you get types. So you get cards based on attributes: dark, light, fire,
Okay,
water,
Wind.
wind,
Divine.
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 Divine is an attribute for.
Is that like light?
No, you get light.
Oh, you get light.
It's an attribute that consists of like 5 monsters.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
basically like the
It's
said
like
to be
the
like card.
Eldrazi's almost.
Yeah.
Oh,
Card
okay.
cards or
Okay.
something.
Okay.
And then you get types, for example, warrior, fiend, spellcasters.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And based on that, you get decks that will have a focus on a certain type or a certain attribute, and then some of them would have what they call archetype, which would be in the name. For example, today's one being like crystal beasts.
Okay.
So
I see. Yes.
yeah,
Alright. Cool.
Okay, so I guess, how do you start a game?
How did we begin?
Aha. crack your deck.
Cool.
Ah, yes, that might
That,
be
that
good.
might be
Open it.
helpful.
So you guys didn't move to position.
Yes, alright. Moving to 2 positions.
Okay. They're
So-
going to have to explain it first.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
just going to
before
quickly
we do.
explain the
Probably-
basic mechanics.
yeah.
We just need
Too
demonstrations.
excited for Yu-Gi-Oh!
So there are card types, right? There's 3 different main card types in Yu-Gi-Oh! There are monsters, spells, and traps, and then there are 3 different for some amount of variations between of them.
Okay.
For
You don't even know how many.
You're
okay.
feeling doubt and it's translating to less confidence on my end.
For spells, there are 4 variations. Oh my word.
You can do it.
Can you do it?
Yay!
For spells, there are 4 different variations of
Okay.
spells, right? There
Yeah.
are normal spells. They're normal.
Yeah.
They are quick play spells. They're like instants.
Okay.
But not really.
Oh yeah, you guys must open it on the mat, okay? So the camera can pick it up.
There are
There's a sh-
continuous spells, which are like enchantments.
Okay.
Just
Just so you know, he is equating all of this to magic cards because
That's our only point of
that
reference.
is our only point of reference.
yes,
So
I'm magic translating.
he's he's magic translating.
And then you get field spells, which I think I've already briefly touched on.
So you must sniff the dogs.
Harry says
Oh,
sniff the cards like
that is
teams have.
like Team Sam.
Is that like
Yeah.
is that like a thing you guys do? Like when someone
No.
buys a new book and you open the book?
No, it's just a very
that's just
famous
our mom.
That's just
YouTuber.
in general.
So you get, as we said previously, normal spells, right?
Yes.
Which is
Liam says magic lating.
Magic
Magic
lighting.
lighting.
That's a new
Magic
word. We'll
That's
add
great.
that to the
Magic
urban
lighting,
dictionary.
yes.
So, normal spells, you activate them in your spell trap zone. They have a one-time use, and then afterwards, if you use them, they go to graveyard, and that's that.
Okay.
They're just like spells that you use, and they go to graveyard.
Yeah.
Then you have quick play spells, which are spells you also just one-time use. But you can also set them, which I'll explain a little bit more in detail now, and then they can be used during your opponent's turn.
Okay.
And then you have continuous spells, which they go in your spell trap zone, and they stay there.
Okay.
They don't move.
They don't move, they stay
Very
there.
enchantments.
And then for field spells, I think you have a field spell in your deck.
So when you set a spell, do you have to show your opponent what you're setting?
No,
Okay, cool.
no, it just goes face down. Your opponent does not have to know. Ever,
Just
ever,
making
ever.
There we go.
Does not
Dark-
have to. But is it in your best interest to keep it secret?
Yes, usually.
Darkinator says, I have binged Yu-Gi-Oh! From Duel Monsters
Can I get a
to
counter trap?
Reigns. Pretty awesome, would recommend.
Okay. Alright.
Watch the series, Josh.
Everyone's telling me to. And then the last spell type you get is called a field spell. This goes in the pre-designated field spell zone.
Okay.
It's also like it just stays there and it'll do something, and it'll only go to graveyard when it gets destroyed or removed from the field. Then you get trap cards.
Ah,
Wow.
lovely. Lovely.
You know the
Let me guess the
meme?
traps?
You activated my trap card. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No, we don't.
Oh.
I've never seen it.
crying internally. So trap cards, they have to be set before they can be activated. So and then you have to wait a turn. So you set them, you wait a turn, and then during your opponent's turn or during your turn, you can activate them as instants essentially.
Okay. Harry says Josh should have used zoned mat.
They are zoned mats.
They are.
You just
zoned.
can't
It's
see,
just
they're
bad.
very
You
light.
can't see it. Yeah.
I did pick out zone mats. We just didn't account for the lighting.
It just for everyone else watching, in case it gets very heated between the two of them. Harry and Josh are brothers. Just by the way.
So
Spoiler.
Spoiler.
spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Alright, so what are phases? How do phases work in Yu-Gi-Oh?
That is a good question. We will get back to it soon too.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want to confuse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because to explain phases, we need to explain card types first.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
So let us.
Oh, okay.
Let's
We-
get
Usually,
into
we-
it.
sorry, usually it's not that way around.
So, do I need to be taking notes?
We probably need
mental
to.
notes probably.
Okay.
Probably mental notes like
So
you're
we-
welcome to ask,
Dyslexia
obviously.
writing.
So we've explained normal traps. They just have to be set, and then you wait a turn and you can use them, unless
Yeah.
the card's set otherwise, which this card ironically does.
Your example is
And
not an
then-
example.
Yeah. And then you get continuous traps as well. They have to be set before they can use, just like all other trap cards.
Okay.
And then they're activated and they stay on the field, but obviously you have to wait a turn. So
Okay.
they're just like continuous spells. They just stay on the field until otherwise, and then you get
Activate,
until they're removed or they send themselves to graveyard or whatever. Then you get a counter trap,
Counter trap, okay.
which is the same concept. You have to set them,
Yeah.
wait a turn. The important part of a counter trap is you can only respond to counter traps with other counter traps.
Oh, okay. So they like fight off against other counter
Yeah.
traps.
They
Yeah.
basically stop your opponent from putting anything else on the chain or the stack, which
Okay.
we'll immediately get into after we explain monsters.
By the way, they have a whole tree, a bubble map. They had a whole thing
Bubble
planned out
map.
for this lesson.
Yeah.
We did a little bit of foreplanning.
Yeah, I did a little bit of foreplanning.
You get monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh, right? So in
Harry,
Yu-Gi-Oh,
Harry says, "Look, bro, you're on TV."
Hi, Mom, I made it.
So proud of you, little bro.
you get monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Now,
Yes.
in Yu-Gi-Oh, there's no like restriction or resource that you need to pay in order to use cards.
Okay.
You just get to use cards.
Yeah. So there's
So-
no mana
Yeah,
needed.
there's no mana or anything else, or memory like they have in Digimon or whatever.
Or energy in Pokemon.
Yeah, whatever resources.
Yeah.
Or like in
We're just
every
gonna
other
keep
game.
going like, down the line.
All that you really have are the cards in your hand and then the restrictions that the cards or the game places on you, right?
Okay.
So in Yu-Gi-Oh you get monsters and you can normal and special summon monsters. With the normal summon you only get one normal summon per turn, and then it goes either in face up attack position or face down defense position, which we call a set. It would be setting a monster which uses your normal summon.
Okay.
You get one of those per turn, and then you can also special summon monsters. For example, with a Cyber Dragon, special summon is not something you can just freely do. It's usually like a condition or a card effect that enables it.
Just explain the Cyber Dragon one as well as an example.
That's why I picked it up. So for Cyber Dragon, for example, says if only your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon this card from your hand.
Okay.
So it's just a condition that's, if it's fulfilled, you can just summon it for
Okay.
free.
Okay, so you don't need to, if you've already summoned a creature, then you can summon that one as well.
No, it says only if
If
the
only
opponent.
the
Oh,
opponent. So for
okay,
this
okay.
specific
So, for
one,
example, I've summoned this in attack position.
I can
But
special summon
you
this.
have to have no creatures
Yeah.
on board. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
it-
just for Cyber Dragon though. That
Okay.
doesn't mean every special summon works that way. They're
Yeah.
all different and unique, and generally just depends on what the card text says.
Oh, sorry, with the normal summon,
Mhm.
you have to do what the payment for a normal summon.
It's nothing. You just get one of it per turn,
Okay.
and you can do it whenever you want. In
And the
each-
special
Um,
summon is just you can place it down, but you can.
Darkinator says, ask them Edo Pro or Master Duel.
What do we prefer?
I
Probably.
think,
That's
yeah.
what it sounds like.
Wow, that's a good
He's
question.
Got a
Master
laughy
Duel
face next to
is
it.
its own format. It works slightly differently from the trading card game, which is the paper game. It's got a slightly different format and a slightly different card pool as well, and it's best of one as well. So it's a little bit different from the trading card game. So if that's your preferred method of playing, go for it.
Yeah.
If you like to imitate paper play, there's simulators like Yu-Gi-Oh! Omega, EDO Pro, DuelingBook.com, and Dueling Nexus.
Okay.
Those are
So
more
these-
simulations.
yeah.
I think, for example, like what the pro players would do, they would normally go on there to test out decks, for example, cards that are get announced but it's not been released yet. So the simulations is kind of there to help you
Yeah.
prep and prepare against different decks for tournaments and things like that.
I prefer Dueling Book. I think Ahmad prefers
Edo Pro. I prefer Edo Pro a lot.
Yeah,
it's just
Harry says Dueling Book. He also says Monster Levels, Tribute Summoning Josh.
Yes,
Yes, we were gonna get to
I'm
that.
getting to that.
Already correcting.
Yeah, old sibling, you're already like, come on, bro.
Get it together.
So,
There are too many older siblings here.
you can also use your normal summon to tribute summon. So,
Okay.
how tribute summons work is you would sacrifice a creature and then summon the monster. you need different amount of sacrifices or tributes.
Depending on level.
Depending on
Yeah.
the level,
On the
which
level.
are these little stars above beneath the name above the art, right?
I read
So-
an article on how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! It's very short. I think it gave me what I needed.
So level 4 to lower, you can just normal summon for free.
Yeah.
And level 5 to 6, you need 1 tribute. So you need 1 monster to tribute over.
To die.
That was the one thing that stuck.
And
They
then
gotta die.
from level 7 onwards, you need 2 tributes.
Yeah.
That's all.
So like the creature's like really anxious if there's 2 on the board, and then they're like, "What do you have in your hand? What do you have in your hand? I don't want to leave. I don't want to go yet. I'm too young to die."
Okay. How do you say it, that name?
Which one? Hussein.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, Hussein says, should explain only level 4 and lower can be normal summoned.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just did.
Yeah.
Darkinator says, damn dueling book takes me back. Let's go, Yu go. Words Tech says, at Harry, he'll get there once the extra questions have been answered.
Yeah.
Cupcake says, lurk.
Cupcake is always lurking.
Except when it comes time for prizes. Then Cupcake will appear.
Let's just start talking very.
We briefly mentioned extra deck earlier. There are multiple different types of extra deck monsters. For the purposes of these structure decks, there's only one type, which is a fusion monster,
Okay.
which is the first type of extra deck monster that came out.
Sounds fascinating.
So, Ahmad, how do you want to explain fusion monsters?
So, as we explained earlier, that fusion or extra deck monsters, which fusion monster part of, goes into your extra deck zone, which is normally face down. The only way these can be summoned if the condition of the cards are met. So there are certain conditions in order for your extra deck monsters to be summoned.
Okay.
Needs to be met. For a typical example, I would say 7 crystal beast monsters. So for the condition of this card to match, you'd either need to have a special 7 crystal beast monsters. For example, if the card reads must either be fusion summoned or special summoned by tributing a level 10 ultimate crystal monster. So for example, these are certain conditions that needs to be met in order to be summoned. So you
Okay.
can't just
So there are
Once a month.
specific cards that can only be in the extra deck, so you always know what conditions are supposed to be met.
Yes, you
Yes.
can always
Yes.
pick up and read
Yes.
your
So it's
extra deck.
it's not like I was gonna ask since you said face down. I was like, so is it random? So how am I supposed to know if I've met
no
the
no no no
condition?
no 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 no.
Okay, so let me do a little bit of explaining here. Oopsie.
Your deck is better equipped to,
Yeah.
to explain than
Okay, so Chris says a tribute is where you pick a monster on your turn field and send it to the graveyard before summoning your bigger monster. Level 5 or 6 monsters require 1 tribute. Okay, yeah, I
Yeah.
said that.
yeah.
Risen Isis says hi to Cupcake. Hassan says Josh asking for branded player to explain fusion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Darkinator says extra deck equals command zone, except everything has partner 15 times. Thank you. Your what's it? Magic King. What did Liam say? Yeah, magic lating. Your magic lating for
yeah.
us.
Magic later.
Harry says, ask Huasan, please help me with the name.
Hussein.
Husan. What you mean, Josh is a lover of the tier limit deck.
Oh, that's not fusion summoning though. That's
Oh
fusion.
no, that is something way different.
If you don't know, you don't.
And we won't explain it.
we will not.
Alright.
So, fusion summoning, right? So, if you pick up and read this fusion monster, it'll have a requirement on it, right? Its requirement is Cyberdark Corn, Cyberdark Edge, and Cyberdark Kill, which are these 3 monsters here.
Okay.
You can't just pick up these monsters, put them in the graveyard, and summon this guy. That's not how this works.
Why not?
Unless the card tells you you can do that, that's not
Unless
how it
it's
Wait,
just
you have to
allowed.
do it one at a time?
works. So, Cyberdark Impact is a fusion spell. It's not a special type of spell. It's just what we would colloquially refer to as a fusion spell. It's just a normal spell, or a quick play spell, or a continuous spell, or whatever that lets you commit a fusion summon. How a fusion summon would normally work is you would either, say if you were using polymerization, which is the most common fusion spell,
Okay.
you would fuse either these monsters from your hand or field, put them into your graveyard, put the polymerization into your graveyard, and you get to summon your fusion monster.
Okay.
So that's how a normal fusion summon would work. With this one specifically, you shuffle them from your hand, field, or graveyard into your deck. And you put this in your graveyard and you would be able to summon this.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's you basically just putting. You have a cauldron. You're putting spells in. Just
Sure.
putting in the ingredient.
As,
Yeah,
as
you're-
the explaining
You're
goes,
melting things together.
Yeah.
as the explaining goes along, you'll realize how important reading is and applying the conditions and situation of certain cards. It's very important, which is why we always have the meme that Yu-Gi-Oh players don't read. So as long as you read the cards, which is very important, and make sure that the conditions are being met, then you are fine. For example, the way he explained where the monsters needs to be in order for you to activate the card in order for you to summon the fusion monster.
Okay.
Usually the fusion spell will specify where the monsters can be used from as well. Like some
Yeah.
of them will only say hand, some of them will only say field, some will say deck. Even you can fusion summon from your deck. It really just depends on what the fusion spell allows you to do.
Okay.
But that's it for fusion monsters.
I'm still worried about the phases because all this is great and all, but when do you do what?
Then we get to chain links.
Oh!
Before we get to phases, we have to
What?
explain chain links.
There's more?
There is more. So in Magic you have the stack, right?
Yes.
Which is you can activate a thing that goes on the stack. The opponent can put another thing on the stack, and then while the stack is resolving, you can put
Yeah.
more cards into it. Doesn't work that way in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay.
Why'd you describe it then?
Because I need you to eliminate the idea of the stack in your brain.
Okay. The magic later is broken.
In Yu-Gi-Oh you have chain links, which is say I
I'm finding the card.
finding the cards.
Harry says early 2000s mom would freak out with that cauldron explanation.
Oh my!
So he says this is where all thinking goes out of whack.
Yeah. So when you activate cards in Yu-Gi-Oh, they go on a chain, right? So it would be, say if you activate a spell, that spell would be chain link 1.
Okay.
Then if the opponent activates another spell or another trap or another monster effect or whatever, that effect would be chain link 2.
Okay.
And it goes on and on and on, and then chains resolve backwards, similar to the stack. It would resolve backwards.
Okay.
So this
You
would
just told us to get rid of the stack.
Yeah, but I can
No,
still,
no,
I can still magicate, okay? So, since this was chain link 2, it would resolve first, and then this would resolve.
Okay.
While this is resolving, no cards or effects can be activated.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Needs
Once
to
it starts
resolve,
resolving, it will resolve. You cannot
It's
do
finishing,
anything about
yeah.
Yeah.
it. Cool. So in the
Okay.
stack, you get to do things in the middle of things. Doesn't
Don't
work like
don't
that.
reference the stack ever again. You've lost your stack privileges.
And then there's turn player priority, right?
Yes.
Did you want to explain that or not really?
Not really. I don't think it's relevant.
Darkinator says if a Yu-Gi-Oh player could read, she would never lose.
That is indeed true. Hence the reference you made that Yu-Gi-Oh players don't read.
And then we're skipping over simultaneous effects go on chain.
What? Okay.
Don't need to worry about that.
Alright.
Then we get to phases.
Oh,
Finally,
yes,
finally,
So what do you do when you sit down at a Yu-Gi-Oh
So
table?
untap,
What's the
upkeep,
first
and
thing?
draw.
Yeah.
Similar, actually, similar. So in Yu-Gi-Oh, you start with your draw phase. So you would
Okay.
draw a card for turn, right? Then you would go to your standby phase, which is another like just little upkeep phase almost. You can activate cards and effects in your standby phase. Then you would go to your main phase. You as the player have the right to make the first action in your main phase before your opponent is allowed to do anything, which is very important.
Okay.
In your main phase, you can summon your monsters, you can activate normal spells, you can activate your field spells and your continuous spells. Those would be spell speed 1 effects. Now, spell speeds.
I don't think it's relevant to too deeply go into spell speeds.
I think it's relevant. So you have normal spells and continuous spells and field spells,
Yeah.
Which
are
we
all,
explained.
Yeah.
which are all spell speed 1, meaning they can only be activated on your turn
Yes.
in an open game state, which basically just means you can only use them in your main phase.
Okay.
Except for the instance which I've forgotten.
Yes, the quick play spells.
Quick play.
They are
That was
quick.
one. Yeah, quick
Yeah.
play spells.
Those are.
I just won't say what they are, and in my head it'll just be instant sorcery. So
Yeah,
Okay.
no, that's
Yeah.
fine as well.
But I have a question. I don't know if this is a silly question, but it is turn based, right? So you don't share main phase.
No.
right?
No.
It is.
You would play your turn out, your draw phase, your standby phase,
Yes.
your main phase, your battle phase,
Yes, okay.
your main phase 2, and your end
Okay.
phase.
So do you flip a coin to see who goes first?
You
or-
can
Yes.
flip a coin, you can roll
rock,
some
paper,
dice,
scissors,
you
Okay.
can
toss the
toss
dice.
Harry says, put a deck in a Yu-Gi-Oh player's hand and they will shuffle it.
Ah, sorry. Habits.
Words says you can only see them to start a new chain. You can only use them to start a new chain.
Yeah.
For
it's not,
spell speed 1.
Yeah. So for spell speed 1, you can only activate them in like an open game state, and then in ignition. I'm getting too deeply into this.
Yes, you are.
Please simplify it.
You can basically, it's like responding. Let's use the word respond.
No, spell speed 1.
Spell speed 1. No, you were actually right. You're not getting it to do. Please continue. You are right.
Okay.
You are right.
So in
It
your
needs to
main
be
phase, right? If the player hasn't, the opponent hasn't like responded to any of your card effects, you're in open game state. You get to make a decision. You get to activate a normal spell. You get to activate your continuous spell, your field spell, or normal summon or special summon a monster.
Okay.
All of these actions are spell speed 1 unless stated otherwise.
It's always unless stated otherwise.
With Yu-Gi-Oh, it's always unless stated otherwise.
And I'm guessing, like, the way you reacted to that deck, every card is unless stated otherwise.
A lot of it is unless stated otherwise. With quick play spells, normal traps, continuous traps, counter traps, and some monster effects, those would be quick effects or spell speed 2 effects,
Okay.
or fast effects,
Okay.
depending on what you want to call
Fantastic.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Meaning
quick.
you can activate them in response to things.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
like your instance,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
And then you get spell speed 3, which is exclusively counter traps, which is only counter traps can respond to other counter traps, which we've already mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all that
Okay,
spell speed
cool.
is.
How many cards do you draw on your first turn?
Savage says evening, folks.
The-
Evening, Savage.
Evening.
The player who starts draws 5 cards. Going
Math.
first. And then the player going second gets to draw 6 cards. So they will start with their 5 cards, and then on their draw phase they'll draw 6 cards.
So the first
Okay.
player cannot draw on each second
No.
player. can draw, yes.
So they just start with their 5 cards, and they'll play with these 5 cards, and then the player going second will start with their 5 cards and then draw into their 6.
So do we know enough to attempt?
No, they must learn more.
Oh my god!
You guys, we said 2 hours.
Guys, you said 2 hours. It's good.
You have the battle phase, which is
Okay.
how combat works, right? So,
Yeah, that's probably an important thing.
it's probably important to realize how combat works,
That's
right?
an important thing.
I thought, okay. You just
Just
attack.
use different attack stats. Like, I'll use one of mine.
So, the calls, Dark Data says bloop. Harry says mystical spell speed 4 exists, but the pros don't want you to know.
Don't listen to Harry.
Please don't listen to Harry.
Don't listen to Harry.
Thank you, Harry.
So, how you would declare attacks in Yu-Gi-Oh is if your opponent controls no monsters, right? If your opponent controls no monsters, right? You can declare a direct attack into your opponent, and your opponent would take, in this case, a measly 800 points of damage.
Measly, yeah.
Out
Measly.
of the 8,000.
Out of the
there.
8,000.
Okay,
Yeah.
I know that's
Yeah.
measly.
A tenth of the way there.
Smack in the face.
Okay. Before we begin playing, do you want to ask chat a question for a booster?
Ooh, yes.
To win a booster. First one to answer wins.
Yes.
A
Also,
question for a
Risen
booster.
Ashes says,
Take a break.
You wanna?
Risen Ash says Kezia is we.
No, you don't-
No, we're gonna
Ask
answer.
me
We're gonna.
question.
We want
Right,
you guys
yeah.
to ask a Yu-Gi-Oh
Oh,
question.
Oh, a
ask
Yu-Gi-Oh
Yeah.
question.
So we want you guys to come up with a Yu-Gi-Oh question to ask.
Risen Ashes says, "Are we Kezia? Are we ready to play?
Why don't we ask a question relating
Every
to the
Yu-Gi-Oh
room?
player, finish this 5-hour exam first."
How many cards
Michael
can you have in
says,
your
"Spell
extra deck?
speed 4, concede."
Did we say that? Okay. Okay.
Okay, they got the question.
We got the question. We got a question.
Our question is, how many cards can you have in your extra deck?
Okay, the question is, how many cards can you have in your extra deck?
So-
First one to answer wins.
If you listen attentively to what we have been explaining, this should be very, very easy.
We're not allowed to answer because I definitely remember.
People frantically like going back in the stream. Like, where did he say it? So you guys are asking what's the maximum
Darkinator
amount?
said, in Yu-Gi-Oh, it is pretty difficult to go infinite, and Konami does everything in their power to ban infinite combos. Harry
Incorrect.
says 15.
What is everybody saying to the question?
Harry says 15.
That is correct.
Yeah,
That is
Harry
correct.
says
We
15.
need to.
Wow.
Can we slash ban Harry?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, Harry
He's
knows
a
too
pro.
much.
Harry, you're a pro. What are we supposed to
Dale
do?
says, nice, well done, Harry. Deldon says, as many as possible, as long as you don't get caught.
Real and true.
Harry says, should I stop? Lol.
No,
it's
good
fine,
job, Harry.
It's fine, Harry.
Good job. You were
Good job,
ready.
Harry.
You were on that keyboard and you were ready.
Darkinator, yes, it's 15.
It's that Yu-Gi-Oh
Yeah, Harry.
speed.
Vortex says, ban Harry, insider info. They said it on stream. You just weren't listening. Well, you didn't type fast enough because you were second. Harry says, I accept this ban.
No. Alright.
Um,
Good job, Harry. You got a
battle
booster.
phase.
Okay.
So you can't declare, if you remember correctly.
Oh,
you
Darkinator says 15, but there could be 16 and more pendulum.
yes. So
Yes.
I'm not gonna.
We're not going to touch into that
No.
because so what we're trying to do is for the people that don't understand, we don't want to get too complex with
Yes.
it.
Yes.
We want to explain the basics enough to where you guys can actually
Play.
try and play
Yeah.
and see if you can basically apply to what we
We
are saying.
appreciate
those
it.
mechanics, they are relevant. Not really. Pendulum. Ugh.
Fun enough is
but they're not-
here.
There is one.
There's two.
Guys, time out.
They were just sighing before the
Yes.
stream started over these decks as they were reading. So like, no, but we have to explain this.
Do you guys want to tell chat why you were screaming at the back of the boxes?
No.
Alright, wait.
Word says pendulum is a later lesson.
A much later
Yeah,
lesson in
it's
my
later.
opinion.
Could be a part 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
part
Part
2,
two.
guys. Part 2. Alright, let's finish part 1 first.
So as we were saying, right? You can
Monsters attack.
only declare a direct attack on your opponent if your opponent controls no monsters.
Yes.
Okay.
If they control
How's that?
monsters,
Yes.
you have to first attack one of their monsters,
Do you
right?
get to pick?
Yes.
Yes, you get to pick.
Yes.
Also,
So the
each
attacking
monster can
player
only
gets
attack
to pick
one.
the monster they're attacking.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So I can choose to attack into, say, the Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus. When I do, we would apply the attack and
Math.
the attack difference between these two, right?
Yes.
So because my Cyberdark Eel has 800 attack and this Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus 1800 attack, it would
I'm assuming it does.
it would die and I would take 1000 damage.
You
which
take
is
the difference.
Excess, yeah.
Yeah, excess damage.
Zane. Okay, Darkinator says for the one pendulum play, Zane says, I was promised 2 Yu-Gi-Oh! Pros. I just see one.
Oh,
Dang,
I'm sorry, Josh. That's me off.
Stop throwing shade! Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm retired, you know, it is what it is.
I'm tired.
Word says make it a series. Harry says at Zane is definitely friend and just messing with you. Yeah.
Are you sure it was him? Alright.
You can also attack defense position monsters, right? So when you attack a defense position monster, you would apply your attack stat to their defense stat, which is this little thing on the corner here.
Okay.
So
So
Yeah,
the
so
defending
power
guy
and
doesn't
toughness.
get pick? Like,
No.
hey, I want to
No.
go.
No,
I wanna
you
go
choose.
there.
You would choose,
No.
and then it would just happen.
I feel like there's
So it would be
favoritism.
the 800 attack of Keel versus the 2100 defense of the Cyberdock Chimera. So you would take quick maths.
Before you do the quick math, you need to explain what happens when an attack position monster attacks a defense position monster.
No, but what's the quick maths?
Wait, how much math is involved in this?
Hey, listen, there's always math involved.
Okay,
in
so I'm
this.
just gonna bring out my calculator.
Yeah, because like, what is it? 800 minus.
Yeah.
So it's
Dark
like, what,
Nature
7?
says
So it's like
trample-
1-3.
Yeah.
Trample equals piercing damage. So you guys don't. Okay, so you guys don't just have to take an English exam. You have to take a math exam too.
Yes, yes.
So-
you have subjects here.
I have a question. You're doing this for example, right? Because why would you attack with a
Yeah.
creature
Yeah,
that
this
you
is just
have?
for an example.
Realistically,
Okay,
wouldn't
alright,
like
cool.
if you wanted to attack over it, you would attack for example like 3,300 attack over the 2,100 attack
Yeah.
monster, which I can actually also explain now. But what would happen in this scenario is you would take the 1,300 damage, your monster would not be destroyed. So your monsters are only destroyed in battle if they're in attack position and your monster's attack
Oh,
is
okay,
less.
okay.
Okay.
So because I attacked into a monster that's high defense, I don't get destroyed, but I do take the damage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is very important. So now you can already start thinking of strategies. Do you want to set this because your opponent doesn't know what it is when you're
Yes.
using a normal summon, because this is so high and it is level 4 or lower, so you can actually just do this, and if your opponent tries to attack it, it flips up and then they say, oh my god, and then you apply damage to your
Okay.
opponent. So it's kind of like a strategy that
So when
can
you
use
put
as
a
well.
when you could have gone down for attack like a normal
Normal summon.
no, that's not, thank you. You can't put it in defense or anything. You have to summon something in defense.
Yes. So when you normal summon, right, you have two options. You can normal summon it, or you can set it, which would be in
Yes.
face down defense position.
But if you've already summoned it as a attack or a creature.
you then can't change his
Yes,
battle
you can't
position in the same turn. You can attack in the same turn.
Yeah. but
Summoning
you-
sickness is not a thing in Yu-Gi-Oh! You can attack.
Oh, that's
immediately.
important information.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah. I was gonna wait all turn.
yeah, you can attack with the monster as soon as you summon. There's no
Okay.
battle phase in the first turn of Yu-Gi-Oh! Obviously.
Okay.
In the
So,
very first
in the
turn.
very
So, for
first turn.
example, you two would have a dice roll or whatever. You win, you decide to go first. You do not have a battle phase. When you end your turn and she goes, she then does have a battle
So
phase.
she can attack me. I can't
Yeah.
attack her.
All the monsters that are summoned that turn will be able to attack.
So you don't want to
Harry
win. You want to be
says-
second.
Harry says Yu-Gi-Oh card linear equation canon exists. Google it. It's funny stuff.
Yes, it's a card that literally makes you do an equation to resolve it. It's,
Oh, good
Oh, haha,
grief.
that's great.
That's
Yeah.
mean.
That's funny.
Word says you can change attack/defense positions in the following turn.
Yes.
Yes.
So if you wait a turn, say you want to change your keel that you've attacked with in the previous turn to defense position, you can do that. You can change it to
Oh, okay.
defense position, and it would be in face-up defense position.
Okay.
Um,
Word says there's a whole math deck.
yes, there's a deck
Yes,
based
the-
on math.
Oh,
on math,
God.
which is,
Okay, great.
yeah, it's a whole different.
If your monster is bigger than the defense position monster or the attack position monster, you would declare an attack. They would take the difference in attack, so they would take what is this, 1,200 damage,
Yeah.
and then their monster would be destroyed. Right. If you attack a defense position monster and your attack stat is bigger than the defense stat, they take no damage,
So they're immune.
but their monster is destroyed.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, the excess.
Yeah,
there's
so
no
there's no
excess.
There's no
damage.
excess
There's no
damage because it's
excess.
in defense position. It's defending.
Okay,
essentially.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there's some monsters will say they do piercing damage, which is the excess trample damage.
Okay.
But that's a special effect that a card needs.
Yeah.
Usually, you just attack a defense position monster. That player takes no damage, and if the attack is higher than the defense, that monster gets destroyed.
Unless the card says otherwise.
Yes.
Yes. There we go.
That's just the tagline of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah. I'm getting the hang of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Is there anything else we need to explain about battle phase?
No.
Okay, cool. What was after phases?
Spells happen in battle
Main phase two.
right?
Main phase 2, right? So you can, after your battle phase, you get a main phase 2, which you also get in Magic, which is the main 2, whatever.
Second mate.
Second main.
Second main, yeah.
We also call it second main in Yu-Gi-Oh! But it's main phase 2. You can do all the same things that you do in your main phase 1 and main phase 2. But notably, you only get a main phase 2 if you choose to go to combat.
Okay.
So,
Huh.
yeah. So you can completely skip your battle phase, which means you skip your main phase 2 and you would go straight to the next phase, which is the end phase. During the end phase, this is your last chance to activate spell speed 2 effects. And then any cards that apply a condition during the end phase would also resolve here, and then turn would pass over to the opponent and it would be their draw phase.
Okay.
Yeah, so what he means by cards that apply in the end phase would mean if the card text specifically says during the end phase,
Yeah.
summon this monster or
Yeah,
destroy
it's
this.
like Magic when
Yeah.
they say like and your end step and then
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Look at
Wait.
Yu-Gi-Oh! and Magic players bonding.
Who knew that world could exist?
wow. Harry says children's card game, right? Question mark.
Yeah.
We were actually
Wait,
making
really?
fun about this before stream, where it says 6 and up, I think. It
Yes,
says
the,
on
bo-
back.
the box
Okay.
It
says
says 6
the
and up,
box
and
says
then
6 and up. And so actually, Nat One Dad was like, it shouldn't be a problem for you guys. He's just like,
Where it
6-year-old.
says attack modulation, Zane says, yep, exactly. Create by the Japanese.
Yeah.
Harry says, son, children's card game, there is a difference.
So, in Yu-Gi-Oh, it has its own like unique language, you could say. So it has what we call problem-solving card text,
Oh dear.
which is it's card text that solves problems. Could you guess it?
So
So
it's a game within a game.
this
It's
is
the mini game. Oh my god! You have the big game and then you have the mini game.
it's almost a special version of English that Konami has, if you could say it. So
Okay.
this, like Gizmic Orochi, the Serpent on Sky Slasher, for example, has if this card is in your hand or graveyard, quick effect, which means that it's a spell speed 2 effect.
Yes.
So you can activate this whenever you want to,
Okay.
provided you meet the conditions. And this condition is, or its cost rather, is that you can banish 8 cards from the top of your deck face down, semicolon. So anything that is before a semicolon means that is the cost of the card.
means you have to do it first.
Oh,
Or that condition. So, for example, if you don't have 8 cards to banish off of your top of your deck, you cannot activate.
Yes.
Okay.
You have to make sure that you at least have 8.
Oh, then there's
After
a
the
question actually
semicolon?
that I have on that. If you have no cards to draw, do you lose?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so same as
Yeah.
Magic. Yeah.
And
Which is a form of winning the duel. If your opponent does not, if you end your turn and your opponent's draw phase starts and they do not have cards in the deck anymore, they automatically lose.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you get them.
Yeah. So
is there anything after the semicolon we should worry about?
yes, well, I'll get to that, Nana. So to even activate, or as soon as you declare, you fulfill the cost. You don't. Your opponent responds after you fulfilled the cost.
Okay.
Cool.
So can't interrupt it.
No, it's just something that happens as soon as you activate the card. After semicolon, we have
Your opponent first has a chance to respond if they are able to.
yeah.
Okay.
So you pay cost, and then you would ask your opponent, "Do you have any responses?" Apart from a semicolon, we also have a double colon, which is indicating, okay, if this condition is fulfilled, it triggers this way. So, for example, we have Cyberdark Edge, which says, if this card is normal if this card is normal summoned, which would be, your one action, your one normal summon for the turn, double colon, target 1 level 3 or lower dragon monster in your graveyard, equip that dragon monster to this card. So, as soon as it's summoned, double colon, trigger. So, ETB almost.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You target a level 3 or lower dragon monster in your graveyard and you equip it to it, which would be, how do we explain equips quickly?
Equipment.
Is it just equip?
Yes. So
when something is equipped, it's basically you place it in a spell or trap zone. So it occupies a spell or trap zone, even though it is a monster, which is very confusing. Which is why we were going on about earlier.
Yeah.
It kind of breaks the basic mechanics,
Yeah.
but then it's equipped and it's linked to that card.
Okay.
They're kind of like, oh, you're starting to understand Yu-Gi-Oh? Psych!
Yeah.
So because these twos are equipped, if the claw is destroyed, this still stays on the field.
Yeah.
But obviously, if the edge is destroyed, they both go to graveyard.
Yes.
Yeah. It's surprising you actually understood that because a lot of people don't.
Oh,
in
magic is
Magic,
the
you have
same
the
thing.
Yeah,
You have the same
equipments.
thing. Okay. I don't know magic, so sorry.
No, it's fine.
This is yours.
Oh, thank you.
Well, no, not necessarily. Magic equipment still.
No, if you
can still
if you
transfer it.
equip a creature, if the creature dies, oh no, yeah, the
Yeah, you
equipment
can
goes back.
still-
It doesn't die.
Mm.
Okay,
can
but
still
we get the
transfer it.
concept.
It's because
Yeah.
it's an artifact, so it'll still.
Yes, so it still stays in battlefield, but in this
It's not
case, it just,
enchantment.
it just dies.
If it was enchanted in Magic, then the enchantment goes with the creature.
Okay, so but if they target the equipment,
Yeah.
then
The equipment
it,
goes.
it dies,
if
but the thing
creature-
stays.
Yeah, because
but if you kill the creature, it basically kills both.
Yes.
So we get the concept.
Okay.
Um,
That is good.
Savage says, there was a sound check, and Savage says, okay, everything's good except when they laugh together, then my ears explode.
Everyone laugh really loud.
Yay.
Darkinator says, once per turn, what if I don't have a turn?
Look at us.
Wow, guys.
Harry says, equip is just equipment in 3G. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's basically
it's
what
kind
it
of
is.
very
we
similar.
discovered, yeah.
The last card text thing we quickly want to cover is what we would colloquially refer to hard once per turn and a soft once per turn. Ooh, scary.
Sorry, what?
So a soft once per turn is just a card that says once per turn. So it means that if you had multiple copies of a Cyberferus, this copy can only use its effect once, and then another copy will be able to use that effect again.
Okay.
But it's like once per copy, essentially.
Yeah.
A hard once per turn would be something like you can only use one Gizmic Orochi the Serpenton Sky Slasher's effect per turn, and only once that turn. For
So it
example.
limits you.
Okay, so
Yeah.
if you have multiple of the soft one, it can activate but once each.
Yeah.
But then with the hard one, then it can only activate once per turn.
Yes.
Yeah,
So it
regardless
doesn't-
of if you have another copy of
Yeah.
it or not.
Okay.
Okay.
There's also
So they can't activate together and double it.
Yeah.
Double it, give it to the next person.
there's also a quick difference in hard once per turns as well. You get two different types of hard once per turns.
Lovely.
There's you can only use each effect of blah 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 blah, and there's you can only activate blah 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 blah.
Okay, what's the difference?
The difference is if you use an effect and the activation or the effect is negated, you can't use it again.
Ah, okay. Ooh, okay.
Whereas if a card is you can only activate one blah 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 per turn,
You
if
can use
the
it,
activation
yeah.
is negated, you can still use another one.
Okay.
Nice.
cool.
Okay, gotcha. So we like activation. We don't like the other one so much.
Yeah. Anything else, Ahmed?
No, I think what we can do is we can let them play through the duel, and then obviously we'll just guide, and
Yeah.
you guys can ask questions.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the viewers, for this tutorial only, we are gonna allow them to have the hand open because basically you guys don't know what any of the cards does. But in the actual game, you obviously sit with your cards like this.
Yeah.
But for this, we're going to place it open so that you guys just for teaching purposes. So.
So that the viewers can also work along. Although I don't think you guys can
Okay.
read.
What does Josh do?
He's just shuffling the
fancy
deck. Yeah.
shuffle.
What kind of shuffling?
Yu-Gi-Ohs
know.
can't resist shuffling. It's like an addiction. That's a problem.
I'm trying to like not
Are you
crease the
power
cards because they're
shuffle?
unsleeved.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh.
So you guys
Hey,
can
it's
come
right out
have
the
a
box,
seat.
guys. Don't kill us
Okay.
yet. Okay.
Okay, we are going to playing. I don't know how the camera is going to pick it up. So, do you guys want to swap with us?
Sure. Yeah.
Alright.
Here we go.
Then let's do that.
So they will be seeing our cards anyway.
Yeah.
Because we'll have it flat
Yes.
here, so you guys will see it anyway.
You guys
Yeah.
wanna rock paper scissors for who gets to start?
Ooh.
Oh, I
Sure.
hope I lose. okay.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, so
Oh,
you get
no!
to choose.
Oh, I get to choose.
Yeah.
Wait, you can't draw a card on your first turn.
Yeah, so you start with
Um,
5 cards.
Yes, but you can't attack on your first turn either.
there's
Just
no battle
place
phase in
it
the first
into
one.
the
But you
because
can't-
that's the zone
but
for
if you,
where your
if you
deck
go
goes.
second, you can't
graveyard
attack.
Up top. There we go.
I want to go second.
And then if you go second, you also get a 6th card.
I want to go second.
Okay,
But
so
remember,
you get to go
Yu-Gi-Oh! is all
first.
Okay.
about setup as well.
One,
So you're delayed a
two.
turn of setup.
Oh yeah,
What do
yeah,
you
and
say?
here's what I
Okay.
told you. No sleeves. Harry says, Chris, no sleeves equals pain. They said it would be fine. You can control
So I'll
chat,
let you
and you're welcome to read
go
it out.
first, my darling
Okay.
older sister, since you were the firstborn.
2, 3, 4, 5. So just read out the username and then what they
well,
say.
I get to draw cards, so if I'm guessing that's what
So you're going second and you're going first.
Yes, I'm going
So that means you can pick up your hand.
and I get to pick up another card.
No, you're
I
going
have 5
second.
cards.
You need
yes,
to-
I'm going
Yeah.
second.
So you
yeah.
start
Tiny
with
mulligan.
5. You
I
don't
start
get
with 5.
so important.
It's already going terribly.
Important.
What did I do?
You do not have a mulligan in Yu-Gi-Oh. No matter how badly you dislike the cards in your
Wow.
hand,
You cannot throw it
there
away.
is no mulligan.
Okay, well, to be fair, you don't have mana to place down,
Pendulum
so...
cards in hand, this could not go worse.
I don't know. I don't know
Okay.
if these are bad cards or not.
So, you're going second, right?
Yes, I will.
So,
Firstborn goes first.
You would start with 5 cards and then you would draw to your 6. So you have those 5 cards in your hand at the moment. You
Okay.
have your draw phase, which you can't do anything. Your standby phase, which you can't do anything. And now your main phase. You can choose to normal summon any level 4 or lower, which is the 4-star or lower monsters from your hand right now.
Very important that you read what they do. Like I said, you are basically at the mercy of the card that you have in your hand. So it's very important to, when you read the monsters that you summon, because they do have effects that allows you to do something else. So you would always want to choose a monster that you can summon, that you can activate the effect, which is the text on the card, in order for you to do something else.
You also have our Bane of our existence in your hand right now, which are pendulum monsters.
Yeah,
What?
you said you were going to skip Pendulum.
Yeah.
Now it comes up.
I'll cover them quickly. So, pendulum monsters are monsters and spells in one card, right? You have pendulum zones on the side, on the left and rightmost side of your spell trap zones. So, you can either normal special summon a pendulum monster, or you can place them in your pendulum scale, which you would then be able to use their pendulum effect, which is this little tech box over here.
Okay.
And then on the bottom there's obviously their monster effect. So this is the pendulum effect, and then this is the monster effect.
Charming.
When you have 2 pendulum monsters scaled, right, you'll see that you have these little numbers on the side here. That basically means that you can special summon any monster with a level between those numbers from your hand.
Oh, okay.
So in this case, it would be any level 3 or 4 monster.
Okay.
And you can summon as, because it's a special summon, so you can summon as much
any
of
number of
So
them.
when are we allowed to play these?
Anytime in your main phase.
No.
anytime in your main phase.
If you have pendulum monsters in your extra deck, you can also pendulum summon a pendulum monster from your extra deck to the extra monster zone.
You
Oh, wait,
probably should
we're
explain
allowed
what
to
happens
look- we're
to.
allowed to
Yes,
look
you
it
can go and look at your
Anytime?
anytime.
Also, very important to note, when a pendulum card dies, instead of going to the graveyard, it goes face up onto your extra deck.
Okay.
Yeah.
So... I want to play this one.
Yeah, so you would place it in your rightmost spell trap zone
Okay.
or in your leftmost. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Where? Here?
It would be
Okay.
here. Yeah.
Okay, just
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. So you'd activate.
And
you'd
the other
place
one
it.
can go into the other spell trap zone if you want.
Yep.
No, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
There, right
And next to the
next to it.
Just line them up with the monsters and that you see.
Okay.
Because beneath that would
Cool.
be that one. Yeah.
Can you read out chat? Or do you want me to?
yes. No, I'll do.
Okay, cool. Just...
Darkinator says MTG equals soft brick equals Yu-Gi-Oh equals hard brick.
I mean,
Kezia with a 1-turn kill maybe. Let's see if she can maybe figure it out. Ooh la
let's
la.
see.
Okay, great. What? Actually, yeah, the crystal dragon.
Nail biter.
Yeah, I'll
yeah.
put your chat. And you
Okay.
can explain.
So at the moment you can special summon any monster from your hand that is a level between 3 and 4.
Okay, well, I only have these
Yeah,
two. So...
you only have those 2.
And this is your opponents cannot target ultimate crystal monsters or crystal beast cards you control with card effects. These are both crystal beast, I'm assuming, because of the
Yeah.
name. And they both have effects. Each turn, the first time you play an ultimate crystal monster or a crystal beast card you control would be destroyed by a card effect that turn is not destroyed.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think these get destroyed.
Yeah. So each turn, if a crystal beast monster you control would be destroyed by card effect, it's not destroyed.
Mhm.
So just one soft protection, and then also the crystal master there has targeting protection for all of your crystal beast monsters or your ultimate crystal
Okay.
monsters. So you can special summon those. I think the Ruby Carbuncle says when it's special summoned, you can special summon any number of crystal beast monsters from your spell trap zone, which you have none in the moment.
Yeah. So, play
Emerald
this one?
Tortoise, I'm not sure. It's. Let me read that.
Yeah.
So we do have a
Yep.
question. Are we taking? You can take your guesses on who will win. Will it be the younger sibling? Will it be the elder sibling? You guys can comment who you guys are rooting for to win.
Yeah. Comment in the chat.
Information I don't understand.
Ooh, Harry says his money's on
So-
Kezia.
Okay.
Has a lot of
okay.
gas hand. Ooh.
I don't know what I'm looking at. So Cyberdark Dragon, right? Cyber End Dragon must be either fusion summoned or special summoned by tributing one level 10 or lower Cyberdark fusion monster. So a lot of things I hear are Cyberdark or
Yeah, but it has to specifically be a Cyberdark fusion monster. So
yes.
a fusion summon, right? It can either be done with the fusion spell and the fusion materials or whatever, or it can be done with the fusion monster's own requirement. In this case, it does something called what we colloquially call a contact fusion, which is just a special summon from the extra deck. How that would happen is a Cyber End Dragon, which is this one, equipped with a Cyberdark fusion monster. So
Yes.
it could be
Triton
any,
says, wait, is that the great Ahmed? Yes, it is me.
so it could be any one of these Cyberdark fusions that is equipped. So equipped would be this in the spell trap zone, equipped to these, and then you would tribute one of these monsters to special summon this from your extra deck.
So you have to summon these in order to trigger something bigger.
Yeah.
Okay, just like,
It's like a
cool,
level up.
got it.
Maybe. we'll see. Alright, has she finished her?
She's grabbing water. She's already like, her brain is overwhelmed.
Oh.
already now.
Sorry, my
you-
throat is very dry.
Have you finished your turn?
No.
So you have the option to summon both of them if you want to.
Does this effect only happen when it
Is-
ETBs?
So you need to
Yeah.
read. If it says
It's a
only when it
double
normal summoned, then you kind of...
It's
When
only
it's
when
called
it's
a
special summon, but
yeah.
Okay.
its effect is to special summon any number of crystal beast monsters from your spell and trap zone, which you have none anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, can we get you something to do?
No.
Yeah.
No.
You guys, okay. So I might as well just play those.
You can
Yeah, oh,
special
yeah.
summon things in defense position.
If you're using the special summon mechanic, yeah.
No. Okay, I'm going for a Psychon attack turn.
I don't have any equipments. How do equipments look again?
So she's ending her turn, so you
Yeah.
would draw for turn.
Pass the turn.
Draw a card, haha. Then you would go standby phase, and then your main phase. Which
I'm
is
sorry,
then
go what?
your standby phase,
Oh.
which is just like an upkeep almost, and then your main phase. Now, you have a couple of monsters in your hand, some very good ones. You have Cyber Dragon in your hand, which is immediately summonable because only your opponent controls a monster.
Yes, I know. I realized. I picked that up. But yep. So, all right. These traps.
Yes,
You can set traps.
yes, you can set them now, but you'd have to wait a turn before the.
Yes,
Yeah,
I know.
activate
I know.
them.
What the trap is. You have to set it. You have to wait for the prey to fall in the trap.
Yeah.
And it only activates with other traps.
This
So-
is in your hand or graveyard. You can ban it.
Darkinator says, don't forget to untap.
Very
Unfortunate.
funny. All right.
I should just play a crystal. Oh, okay, I shouldn't help you. It's the older sibling. It's like, let me do that. No, that's wrong. Let me do it right.
When it says affect, when it says Cyberdark affect monster you control, it doesn't mean this, does it?
What do you mean?
So it says target one cyber dark effect monster you control.
Yeah.
Effect monster.
So
where
effect
does
monster would just be a monster that has an effect. You'll see here it has the typing, and then it says effect. That's an effect monster.
Okay.
Effect monsters are anything
Anything.
that has an effect.
Yeah.
Even like if you look in your fusion or your extra deck there, you'll see that your fusion monsters also have the typing /effect.
Okay.
You've apparently got a turn 1 win.
Ow. I don't know.
You do, but I doubt you'll figure it out.
No, probably not. There's too much to read, guys.
Can you
Like-
read chat, please?
Come on, Dragon Machine
Okay,
Monster.
so Chris says that Chris Cadver says the game compromises of phases, reminding that quick effects can be activated in the draw and standby phases. Normal spells can be activated in the main phase only,
With some exception.
with some exception, correct? And the
Unless
traps can
the
be
card
activated
says
in
a-
any phase provided they meet their conditions or if they have a restriction. That is correct. Also, Chris being the
head judge.
head judge for Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, so definitely
okay.
appreciate the feedback there.
Okay, well, I will play this first because I know what it does.
So we go in your monster zone. So it'd be special summon. Blah, Cyber Dragon on the field, 2100 attack.
Yes.
Oh no,
so you
I'm
can-
so scared.
Okay, special summon, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it happens. You special summon a Cyber Dragon.
You
It's on
just
the field.
yeah.
Well, what was the difference?
Congratulations.
What was the difference between the normal summon? I still
Well,
don't get it.
if you wanted to normal summon it, you would only get one of it, and also because it's a level 5 monster, you would need to tribute a monster.
Monster, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So-
You should also declare that you tribute summon to count as a normal summon.
Yeah. So you can only get a tribute summon or a set or a normal summon once per turn.
Yeah, you can't do both, so you can't set a monster and then take another monster to tribute summon because
Okay.
your tribute summon /set/normal summon
Yeah.
all kinds.
Yeah.
It's too much to read.
Wait.
Help.
Read a card.
Alright,
Remember that you've special summoned and remember
Yes.
that you still have a normal summon.
Okay, so if
Yeah.
I had a normal summon, I wouldn't be able to summon something else?
No, you would.
No, you
so
can.
you have unlimited
Limited
special
amount of
summons.
special summons.
But you only have the one normal summon per
So
turn,
I'm
and
just
you can do
reminding
both.
you, you can do both.
Roger that. Okay,
So you have 2 less there that are less than 4.
Yeah,
that
so
you
you can
can
normal summon either the Cyber Pharaohs or the Cyber Dragon Core. The Cyber Dragon Core has a on normal summon trigger, which it will add a Cyber Spell Trap from deck to hand.
okay.
You're going to have to explain what the turn 1 win was after this.
I will.
It's not a trap. It's not a trap, so it's an effect. So it's a creature.
So
Yeah.
as soon as it is
What does
You-
it say?
on summon, it
So you would say you would
Yes.
normal summon.
normal
trying to
summon
understand
Cyber Dragon
it.
Core, and then you would say I activate
Activate
the
it.
on summon effect of
I
Cyber Dragon
activate
Core.
the on summon.
Or you can just say I activate the effect.
I
of-
activate the effect. And so I.
You
I
would
feel like
search
you're getting told what to say. It's not genuine.
It's not I was trying to understand this card before we moved on to triggers.
So you would
Alright.
search your deck or your library if rather.
Oh, what's chat?
You can
Harry's
only
saying
use one
now you know why Yu-Gi-Oh players don't read because there's just too much text.
from your deck. So a spell
I didn't
slash
notice
trap
before
from your
this.
deck to your hand.
Okay.
Okay, I can't banish it because I own a creature on
Yeah.
the board as well.
So you would search your library for any cyber spell trap.
So it
Okay,
would
this
be,
is obviously what she was half supposed to do for the combo, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah,
You're searching for something. I
Yeah,
just
for a
don't know what I'm
specific
searching
card,
for.
she just doesn't know.
There's a bunch of really good ones. Read the first few lines of everything, and then decide which one's the most broken to you.
Darkinator says if you
trap.
think those cards have a lot of text search Endymion, the mighty master of magic.
See, everyone says Endymion has the most text in Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's simply just untrue. It's a lot of repeat text
it's-
and a
yeah.
lot of
Oh,
the
okay.
same terms and a lot of different because it works with something called spell counters, and there's no real intuitive way to describe a spell counter without fully describing the whole process.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of bloated text.
Coab says 1 normal summon, Fluandereeze enters the chat.
Yes,
So Fluandereeze
okay.
is an archetype similar to like Crystal Beast and
Mm.
something. Fluandereeze abuses the normal summon mechanic, so
Yes.
it
So
allows
as
you to
per
normal
usual,
summon.
you get
Okay.
one normal summon per turn unless stated otherwise.
Otherwise,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
Fluandereeze is the stated otherwise
Yeah.
type of deck.
Does this do what
Can
I
you
think
just-
it does?
Yes.
Okay.
So you would tribute the Cyber Dragon and then special summon any Cyber Fusion monster or whatever from your extra deck.
Yeah, anyone.
Anyone.
Okay.
I think. Let me read.
Oh, there we go.
Wow,
I'm
Yu-Gi-Oh!
guys,
Play is
you
actually
guys,
reading,
I'm
guys.
helping, I'm
This is a
helping.
miracle.
Any fusion monster that lists Cyber Dragon as a material.
The Cyber Dragon as a material.
Yes. Which would be, I think, 2 monsters in your extra deck.
Okay. I see why this wouldn't exactly work in 2 hours. I have to read all of these. All right, let's see if we can.
Do you want to give her a hint on what you're supposed to search for?
Look at the shiny cards.
I'm guessing.
what
I'm
it
guessing
is?
shiny with shiny words and shiny.
Preferably, yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's very good.
Those are
So
usually
I'll-
the good ones.
Is that ultra rare or something?
Yeah, there's ultra
Yeah.
rare in there. That's really, really good.
Yeah.
That's a really good one.
That's
She's just commenting on the cards, guys. She's not giving hints. She's
Words
doing the
TXT says your one normal summon per turn is always Alice the Invoker if he's in your hand. So true, so real.
Darkinator says, bless the Yu-Gi-Oh! Gods, a Yu-Gi-Oh! Player that reads.
Yeah, if I say let me read that again once more, you'll shoot me.
I think he's a bit sick, guys. Yeah, what did his bro say about him being on TV? It's getting to his head.
Yeah,
He's trying to read the cards.
Okay. I think I understand this one correctly. So, when this card is activated, you add one Cyber Dark monster from your deck to your hand with a different name from the cards in your graveyard. During your main phase, you can immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon one Cyber Dark monster. You can only use the previous effect of Cyber Dark Realm once per turn. If you equip a monster from your graveyard by the effect of a Cyber Dark monster that activated when it was normal or special summoned, you can equip from your opponent's graveyard instead. You can only activate once per turn.
Yes.
That's
So-
a good card.
Yeah, it's a good card. It just
It's really
says
good card.
it just says add another card from the library to your hand. You know.
In a very roundabout way. This is why are you making
Feel
me
like-
read so much?
yeah, no.
I'm not the bookworm in this family. I'm just pointing that out. Oh my gosh.
She really isn't.
I really am not. I rarely read. And when I do, I have the most weirdest taste ever. Do you know what my favorite types of books are?
Darkinator actually said something very important. Don't just read the card, understand the card.
No.
Yes.
We don't have that time.
You also don't have to read the full effect. Like you have to know what's relevant. Usually, the first line of text is the most relevant part.
Well, I feel concerned because the first line of text didn't tell me that I was just taking from the library.
It does. It does. If you read.
So this.
If you read the continuous
Yeah.
spell, it says, when this card is activated, :, you can add one Cyberdark monster from your deck to your hand,
Yeah.
which is the important part, with a different name from the cards in your graveyard, which is the condition.
Yes.
So all of that magic is just summed up to search your library for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dot, dot, dot.
Okay. I'm gonna go simple because I'm deciding too long, so I'm gonna go with this one.
Okay.
Is there a specific way Yu-Gi-Oh people shuffle?
I mean, I'm gonna do it the same way because these aren't sleeved.
Okay. So it goes to my hand, right?
Yeah, you would add to your
Yeah.
hand, and then you can immediately activate it if you want.
If you want to, yeah.
She's
Where-
trying to understand
where
the
is
card, guys. She's
activation?
trying.
So
You
your
can-
your spell trap zones, right? So you
Yes.
have 5 of these. You can activate your normal spells, your quick play spells, and your continuous spells in your spell trap zone.
This is a continuous spell.
Yes, so it would just be
Because
activated.
it has the
in your spell.
infinity sign in it.
Yes.
Yes, that's great.
I'm learning. So I can activate it.
Activate it, and then as soon as it's activated, you declare that you're using the.
Hope I'm using it. Yeah, what's
No,
from
so
your deck to your hand. Oh, so I can search
again.
Okay, I'm back in this
I feel
library,
like-
guys.
Okay, I feel like you need to tell her a bit more what she's supposed to be searching for.
Wait. Remember a cyber dark monster from your deco to your hand. Doesn't say deco, but
Search the shiny ones.
yes.
The really
I do like
shiny
shiny
ones.
things. It's cyber dark though.
The really shiny ones.
Yes.
Really
So
Yes.
That one dad raised an important question. You have to shuffle your deck every single time you
Yeah.
search your
Yeah.
library for something or your deck for something.
Okay.
Sure.
What do you mean sure?
Sure. It's shiny. Why not?
It's sure. It's a shiny card.
Usually if
You need
you're
more shiny.
searching a lot of cards from your
What do you
deck
mean
in
more
one
shiny?
turn,
It's shiny text and shiny
you
thing.
kind of search everything finish if you know you're going to search more and then shuffle
Yeah.
instead of having the habit of search, shuffle, activate another card, search, shuffle again.
yeah.
You know,
But
yeah.
that's something a player will usually communicate to their opponent beforehand.
Yeah.
And then they'll usually only shuffle when they either need to excavate cards, look at the top cards of their deck, or draw cards, and they
Yeah.
would hand their deck to their opponent. They shuffle, and then I'm quickly gonna do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, can you explain this card to me, please?
Yes. Okay. So you reveal. So you activate it. You ask your opponent, "Do you have any response?" Smile. They say no. Okay. You go through. Then you reveal a fusion monster in your extra deck, and you would summon one monster that is listed as its fusion materials.
Okay.
And then you can only special summon fusion monsters from your extra deck for the rest of the turn, which you only play fusion monsters, so it doesn't matter to you.
Okay.
Cool. So if you look in your extra deck there,
Yes.
one of the monsters says like Cyber Dragon, for example. So you would go, I activate fusion deployment,
Yes.
and then on resolution you would reveal your Cyber Dragon, and you would summon a Cyber Dragon from your deck.
Okay.
For free.
Okay, I like the card. Can I keep it?
How much you grab it? It will, you
So
can't.
I didn't
can't
like the
add
other
that.
card.
You can't search
No.
that card
So,
because remember what your text
yes,
says.
Cyber Dark
But
Ground specifically
it-
says you add a Cyber Dark monster.
Cyber Dark, that's right.
Yes.
That's
Cyber Dark
right.
Monster.
I was still on the other card that said spell. Sorry, the impact. Cyber Dark. Cyber Dark.
Darkinator is saying something really cool here. If you're playing an archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh, most of the cards in your deck act as a demonic tutor, which is very true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Most of your cards in your deck will just say add. So you're basically just filtering out your deck and bridging multiple different resources together to
Okay.
form card advantage.
Oh, so that's basically the game plan.
Yeah.
Is
so
just to find the correct cards.
This is equipment, correct? It's because it says here this card is sent to the graveyard while equipped to a monster.
yes, if it's not
So
an equipment, if
it can.
it's just a bonus effect if it is equipped.
Okay, you can.
So most likely you'd need another card.
Yeah, it is just a normal. It's just a monster. It also has a hand effect where you can discard it and do something. I can't remember what that
Yeah.
do something is though.
You can discard. You can discard this card. Add one machine cyber dark monster from your deck to your hand.
Yeah. So what you can do is you can add that card, discard it, and then add another card,
Yes.
and you can have that in your graveyard as well. So it's relevant if you want to set up another normal summon, because you have a bonus normal summon from your Cyberdark realm into like a Cyberdark Kill, which can equip the Cyberdark cannon.
That's going
Sorry.
on.
I
Sorry.
understand.
Information overload.
Alright. So those are the two cyber dark options. What's this one do? You can search power card from your deck to your hand. You can only use.
Triton says, look at Ahmed having plans on a Wednesday. What do you mean?
Okay. I actually want to see what this one does.
Yeah. So you add it to your hand, right? And then you can just, you don't have to shuffle your deck because you can go right back into it.
That's true.
So you go, I add Cyberdark cannon to her hand.
I add cyber dark.
Did you hear that? She added Cyberdark cannon to her hand.
Oh no! Wow!
That thing doesn't autofocus.
Alright, and so if this card is sent to the graveyard while equipped to a monster, that's saying if it is discarded, so it's not.
So basically it has more than one effect.
Yes.
So you'd
The
only
second
activate
effect
it. Yeah.
is you can discard it and then add any Cyberdark monster from your deck to your hand.
Yeah.
Well, the first ability is discard.
Oh,
The second one is during damage calculation. If a monster equipped with this card battles, you can send one monster from your deck to the graveyard.
Yes.
Okay, but this one wants to go to the graveyard. This thing. You can discard this card. So can you discard something from your hand?
Yes.
Yes.
You
If the
discard
card
it.
allows
Yes,
you to, then
so
yeah,
it
sure.
So
has-
it specifically says you discard itself.
Yes, you can discard this card and then add one machine. Add
So
one
it
machine
activates-
Cyberdark
It
monster.
activates in your hand,
Okay.
and then you would discard it for cost.
Graveyard.
So what you'd normally go is I activate
Oh.
Cyberdark Cannon
Sorry.
in hand.
Hope I activate Cyberdark Cannon in hand, and it is going to my graveyard.
It's going to graveyard for cost.
And it's going to go there for cost.
Damn, that's crazy.
Can you wait? Can she respond?
Yes. So
Can
she would-
you respond?
So
No.
what you would do is you'd say, I activate this, you
Yes.
discard it for cost.
Yes.
And then while it's in graveyard, because you already paid
Yeah.
cost,
Yes.
you would ask, do you have any
Yes.
response?
Do you have any
I
responses?
refuse.
You refuse to respond, or you refuse to let it respond? Both. Okay.
In this case, obviously you do not have
I don't have
anything.
anything, yeah.
So,
Okay.
then
So I'm
you would
allowed to
continue.
search once again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why is she
Another
searching so much? She
Cyberdark
doesn't know what
thingamabob.
she's searching for.
Another cyber. I'm searching like you guys want me to find something. I'm searching everything. So add one machine Cyberdark monster. to your
Dark
deck.
Knight says turns in Yu-Gi-Oh! Be like hope,
me a deck.
be waiting.
I'm sorry, Hope. This is just
Cue
the
elevator
hand
music.
that fate has dealt me. This is just the hand that fate has dealt me right now. I'm sorry. I'm looking very quickly.
She doesn't even know what she's looking for.
I don't
so
know what I'm
you're
looking for,
quickly.
but
You're always allowed to read your card if you forgot. Just to double check what you're searching for.
wait. I have a question.
Yes.
This.
What about it?
If this card is normal summoned, target one level 3 or lower dragon monster in your graveyard. But that's a dragon.
Yeah, it's a dragon. and
Level
it's level 3.
3 alone.
Equip that dragon monster to this card. Gains ATK equal to the original ATK of the monster equipped to it by this effect. This card can attack directly if those used. Okay. So with this card, this is me asking questions now. With this card, I saw something of equipment that an equipped. I don't know.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Where is it?
at the moment,
Yes.
you fumbled the combo, but
Okay.
it's no problem. we don't bother about it.
I'm very confused. I'm very confused. Somewhere it said something about an equipped. If something's equipped,
Yes.
so here it must be
So-
either fusion summon or special. Several one.
So that Cyberdark
Fusion
in Dragon
monster
can only be fusion summoned or special summoned from your extra deck by attributing a Cyberdark fusion monster, which would be
A monster from your extra deck.
like this one, for example.
Yes,
It's a Cyberdark fusion monster.
Yes. Okay.
You would attribute it, provided it's equipped with the Cyber End Dragon,
That's right.
which is another fusion monster.
Yes.
Yeah. So you kind of see the pattern of where there needs to be a certain
fine.
set.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, okay.
Um,
It's trigger. So I have to go first this one, then this one, then the other one.
Yes.
Yes.
Or you can send the Cyber End Dragon from your extra deck to the graveyard and skip a step.
Yeah.
You can.
Yes.
Harry
through
says
that
Yu-Gi-Oh!
text,
is
but there are
blasting out
cards-
as much
Okay.
resources as possible since the game has
So wait.
become a 2
Yeah.
to 3
There are
turn
cards in your deck
game.
that allow you to
Oh,
Basically.
send
okay.
monsters
Yeah.
from your extra
Yeah,
deck to
so
the graveyard.
basically,
Generally a lot faster than Magic when your opponent knows their deck.
yeah,
Yeah.
so more on the more competitive scene, like we explained earlier, you don't really get a lot of turns.
Yeah.
2 to 3 turns is where a match lasts or a round lasts. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm not sure how to summon the End Dragon. I don't quite understand it. A fusion summon of this card can only be done with the above fusion materials.
Which is
If this card attacks a defense position monster inflicting piercing damage.
the fusion materials of a fusion monster are always listed below, like the typings. So you see
Okay.
machine fusion effect, and then below it'll say Cyber Dragon +1 Cyber Dragon +1 Cyber Dragon.
Ah,
So you would need 3 Cyber Dragons.
charming. Okay, go
Yeah.
on. Okay.
Notably, what I do want to mention quickly is like your Cyber Dragon core and your other Cyber Dragon monsters. If you read the first line of text, they all say their name becomes Cyber Dragon.
So they technically...
This card's name becomes, but it says this card's name becomes Cyber Dragon while in the field
Or in the graveyard, yeah.
Yes, but it's
So-
already Cyber Dragon.
Yeah, basically, it's a Cyber Dragon.
This is Cyber Dragon, right? This is Cyber Dragon Core.
Oh, so it is classified as Cyber Dragon.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I just need another Cyber Dragon.
You need another monster that treats itself as Cyber Dragon, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, what am I looking for? I was looking for something.
Yes,
and I
you're
wanted
searching a Cyberdog monster right now.
Cyberdog monster. Can it be a Cyberdog dragon?
No.
Okay.
It needs to be...
I'm asking. Okay, they said they'd be willing to answer questions.
Because most of the times this text would say
Okay, we'll take this.
beside
actually.
itself. Yeah.
So, if
Yeah.
I'm not
So,
mistaken.
importantly, if you could remember 10 minutes ago, you normal summon this Cyber Dragon Core. So that's your one
a
normal...
special summon.
No, you normal summoned it. You special summoned
Summon
your
the Cyber Dragon.
So yes, so if only your opponent controls monster, you can special summon this card from your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you summon the Cyber Dragon, you special summon the Cyber Dragon, and then you normal summon the Cyber Dragon to core. Normally that would mean you're out of normal summons for the turn.
Yes.
But if you reach your Cyber Dark realm,
Yes.
it says immediately after this effect resolves, you can normal summon one Cyber Dark monster. So you would get an additional normal summon,
Yes.
which you can use to normal summon your Cyber Dark Edge.
Yes.
Yes, which is like I was gonna.
I was just reminding you that you technically have already used your normal summon.
Okay, but
So-
I can still play.
Yes. So it's like we said before, unless it states otherwise.
Unless the card states otherwise.
Which is a very perfect example.
Okay, if this so it says if this card was normal summoned, which I shall normal summon because I have another normal summon.
Yeah, but you would
What do I do with it?
during your main phase, you can double click.
Harry says combo wombo. She's getting the combo now.
Okay.
Yeah.
This would be in your hand, and you would activate this to declare to your
Definitely no
opponent that you're
help
going to normal
from
summon.
Josh.
Okay, yeah. So just
Yeah.
showing. So I'm showing my opponent the process.
So
okay.
be like, opponent.
So opponent, I use this to summon this.
Good for you.
Okay. And because this enters in a normal summoned, target one level 3 or lower dragon. What target one level 3?
Yeah, which is
So-
this, because it's level 3
target-
and it's a dragon.
Oh, target 1 level 3. The way I read it was like either 1 or 3. Target 1 or 3 lower dragon monster in your graveyard. Equip that dragon to this monster against the AT key.
The attack.
Thank you. Yes, the attack equal to the original attack of the monster equipped to it by this effect.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing it gets
Yeah,
the.
it goes into the spell trap zone because now it's equipped.
Because remember, it's a
Oh,
chain,
yeah.
so
It doesn't
No,
do
it
that.
doesn't.
It's
It
not
can be-
magic. It doesn't do that.
It can technically be anywhere in the spell trap zone, but for purposes it will be underneath.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
So this will
Yes.
be gaining 1600 attacks.
Yes,
So
yes.
this goes up to Quick Knife's 2400.
Oh, it's added.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize
Yeah,
that.
because remember it says it gains the attack.
Okay.
Harry says that dragon looks like a bug. Change my mind.
It does
That
look
is
like.
true.
Which one? This one.
No, this.
No, this
Oh,
one.
this
is a
one.
dragon.
It is a bug
All
though.
of these are machines. This is a
dragon?
dragon.
It's a cannon.
Um, and then that Gizmic Orochi in your hand is looking very usable, I might say.
Oh, it is.
wink, wink.
If this card.
Wink, wink.
if
Definitely
this card-
not getting help
if
from
this-
the throw player.
Hey guys, I can't memorize. I don't know these cards.
This is
When does Hope actually play?
this is the longest turn 1 I
I'm
have ever played in.
Okay, if this okay, I was trying to speed up. This card is in. Quick
I
effect.
get. I know that you.
It says quick effect.
You
Yes,
supposed
so you
to
can
be
activate
fast,
it in the
but,
battle
like,
phase as well if you want.
Magic
You
turn
can
ones don't
banish
take
8
this
cards
long.
from the top of your deck
Yeah.
face down. Special
This is
summons
only
card.
obviously purpose because
Yeah,
you
because
don't
yeah.
understand. But normally, if you know, even if you know your cards, there's some decks that just plays like
Yeah.
play a turn one takes like 20 minutes.
Okay. I want to
so-
try this because I actually don't quite understand the process of this one. So I do. I banish, exile,
Yeah, so
banish.
you would activate it in your hand and
Yes,
then you
I
would
would
banish
activate.
face down, which means it's permanently gone. Like, banish face down is as
Yes,
gone
I know.
as it could ever get.
Yes. So
What's happening?
I'm banishing cards. Apparently
so
it's
the
bad.
top 8.
Yeah, top 8 face
Yes.
down.
So 1,
2,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. Banish.
So
Not
do you remember
graveyard.
where the, above the
banish.
graveyard would
Oh
be a
yeah, this is
banish.
the one where you can put
So
anyway.
you just milled.
Yes.
No, technically not.
Mold would be
Okay, you
sending
go
cards
right,
with-
yeah,
Spare us.
Yes.
Alright,
So,
so I first a card,
yes,
right, from the
and
deck
then you
face down.
ask,
Special.
"Oh, do you have any responses?
Do you have any response?
Let me think.
I'm
So
sorry.
normally,
I let you go first because you're
No,
the
no,
first
no,
one.
wait, I'm still thinking.
Oh, wait. No, don't think. Oh no, it's gonna take forever.
Hold up, I'm still deciding.
Triton says Josh is a cheater.
The younger siblings are just working together. Where's the older sibling? Where's the older sibling teamwork?
I haven't
normally-
had a turn yet.
normally this would be when she asks for a response. If you had a card
Yes,
that
I would
says
respond.
when she activates a monster effect, you
Yeah.
can negate it. You can, but
Yeah, figure
unfortunately
that out.
not.
Hold up, I'm still deciding.
Ah!
You may go.
Oh, thank you. I'm
then
actually grateful.
It would resolve, so you would just summon it to any main monster zone that you want.
Okay, so he's a big guy.
Yeah, 2450.
Yes. Special summon means you don't have to sacrifice.
No, you just
No,
summon it.
you just summon it.
Okay, hope I'm going to summon something. Can I move this aside?
You are technically not allowed
To,
to, but,
but
for
for
the
this
purposes
purpose-
of
There's
this,
a
go
judge
ahead.
watching, guys.
Okay, so wait, just for my
Yeah, so if
sanity is so these are supposed to stay where you
Yeah.
put them. You cannot move.
You
them.
cannot move.
Yeah.
But for the purpose
I
of
want
this,
to
you
be in
can
the
move
middle.
them. If it's
Oh
comfortable
wait,
for you,
no,
go
I
ahead.
can
Yeah.
put it there. The camera's there.
Yeah.
Okay, but I have to read this first, guys.
only
You can
use-
bash. So I've done that. Special summon this card.
So, I mean, just out of curiosity, what's everyone's favorite book?
Oh my gosh, coffee talk. You can banish 3 cards from your extra deck face down, then target 1 face up monster on this field. But it's
Notably, if you read the
The
last little
loudest,
bit of
I just-
text
Yes.
from Gizmikarochi, it says you can only use 1 effective Gizmikarochi once that turn.
yes.
So already
So
used
you've
the
already
effects.
used the effect to summon itself, so you can't use its
okay.
on-field effect to destroy a card.
So
Yeah.
a special summon. Okay, so a special summon is an effect.
Yes. Because there's the
Triton says
semicolon.
Josh be better.
Okay, so you could either have picked special summon, or you can banish 3 cards from your extra desk face down, then target 1 face up monster on the field and destroy it. So I had options.
Yes.
Pleasure.
Because you've used obviously the effect to special summon itself
Yes.
this turn, you can't use its banish from extra deck.
But you
effect to
can
destroy
next
it.
turn.
But you can next
You
turn.
can
If it's
next
still on
turn,
the field,
yes.
absolutely yes.
Okay, if it's still on the field.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, can
Has she done the combo yet?
no, I have
No.
not done the combo. This
No.
I would be. You would have died if I had done a combo. I don't know the combo.
But this is still
It's
really
close.
strong.
Is this lethal? Hold on. 6. No.
Does flying
No, it's
creatures
not.
Are they,
It's close. It's like
It's very close to
are
almost killing
they
her.
are they flying creatures available?
No. So some cards will have an effect that says this card can attack directly, which is basically flying. Just means that they can attack directly regardless how many monsters the opponent controls.
Okay, well,
Which this one does actually. It says that you can attack directly if you want, but the damage is halved.
but this is of that card.
Triton
though.
says, hope
not
this
a
is where you scoop and go to game 2.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's basically saying this is where you surrender and say, okay, let's get to the next game.
Oh, wait. I didn't think I'd like Yu-Gi-Oh. No, okay, okay. No, that can attack.
Yes, all of these can attack.
Sorry, magic brain. Summoning sickness is a thing. Okay, so she's got 300. I have to attack creatures. I know that, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So from what I see, it's attack versus attack. So this is what, 600?
No, it's
So you can choose
Yeah,
to declare
yeah.
any of your monsters an attack on any of her
Yes.
monsters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I need to actually.
Just so basically make sure you have a monster big enough to kill
Yes.
her monsters.
Yes. Okay. So.
So these are
Oh,
the
wow,
life
fancy.
points.
700.
why can't Magic have an app like that?
Wait. So this. Okay.
Just the life points,
That's 20.
guys.
So
Keep
this
track
is
of the life
this
points.
is
I know, but it's
2400.
fancy looking.
This is 2400.
It does look nice. You get different ones though.
This is 2400.
Yes, it's 2400.
2400. It's 21, 24. Okay. This makes sense to go for that one, right?
Mhm.
300. This is 400. So
Yeah.
It's going to be the same damage regardless of how you declare your attacks, to be honest. Don't think about it too hard.
Um,
You'll have the same amount of damage
Yeah.
regardless of
It
how you
doesn't-
declare your attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then 21, 24.
Jackson says, I agree. I hope if Ahmed's on my side, I will also not like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay, yeah, but I don't know. I'm just, okay.
So you will then say
So
that
I'm
you
attacking
end your...
this one with this one, this one with this one, and then the rest can go to her.
Yeah, the rest can go direct, or you can
Okay.
order it however you want. So
Yeah.
let's say-
So I want this one to fight that.
yeah, so my Cyber Dragon Core is
So
declaring
my
an
Cyber-
attack on your Crystal
Crystal
Beast
Beast
Ruby Carbuncle, for example.
So my dragon does that.
So you would just say, a Cyber Dragon Core would attack this one, for example.
I see you do this.
Yeah.
I saw them do this. Saw them do it. Okay. What does that do?
It means you're declaring attack, so
Okay.
you would go to the damage step, which I'm not going to explain.
So
And
wait,
then-
so okay, wait. Oh, time out. Okay, so you don't do it. Declare attack is all at once.
Yes. You
Then I
declare
want
an
these
attack.
two to go to her and these two to fight the
Yeah, they
creatures.
attack individually.
They attack
Okay.
individually.
Oh, okay.
You attack,
Okay, so
that
do you
attack
attack-
happens.
This
and
this
then
one,
you
this one,
Yes.
this one.
So
Okay.
now what would happen is she takes, because both of them are in attack position, like explained.
Yes.
So her monster gets destroyed, and then she takes
100.
100, which is the difference. But now, wait, doesn't
my
Ruby
creature
Carbuncle
doesn't
does this?
Yes. So Ruby Carbuncle has an epic effect.
A nice effect that says, let me just get there. If this face-up card is destroyed in a monster zone, which it was, you can place it
In denial.
face up in your spell and trap card zone as a continuous spell instead of sending it to the graveyard.
Nice. That's
So
useful.
now you can place it into. So remember, you've already occupied these
Yeah.
two, so you can place it wherever the other
Because
ones are available.
you've got this is in your hand, so you've
Yeah.
got 1, 2, 3 spell
Three
traps.
small
instead.
stuff.
Okay.
So basically, you didn't go to the graveyard, and it's kind of like what the Crystal Beasts
Yeah. Okay.
archetype is. They instead of sending to the graveyard, they try and stay on the
Yeah.
field.
You're not going to die this turn, don't worry.
Lovely. Okay, so Cyber Dragon, this little guy can go for this little guy,
Which is
which is this is 2100 and that is 600. So
maybe 15.
1-5.
155, yep. Yeah, 15.
totally, I
And
calculated
then
that.
And this also has the replacement effect.
this will also have the replacement pick, so you would say effects of.
So she's just
So
like
you
can
getting
just place it.
enchantments all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Which
And
she
then
will later be able to use sometime
Yeah.
soon.
yes, and then 2400 and 2450.
So these continuous spells or?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
they now act as continuous spells, even though they
2450.
technically don't have an effect to activate. They are staying on in the spell and trap card zone as a continuous spell.
Okay.
And then you have a main phase 2 as well.
I have a main face too.
So in your main phase 2, you can also set trap cards if you want. You can activate spells, blah 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 blah. So those trap cards in your hand, they can just go straight face down.
Okay, so I can set these. I can't use them until next turn.
Yes.
But I can set them
Yes.
to where?
Anyway. In your spell trap zones. Anyway, in your spell trap zones.
Okay.
So you just set them face down, and you can end your main phase 2 if you want.
Mhm.
And you would just go to end phase and turn would pass to.
To
Cool.
So now you would draw for turn,
Okay.
and then so basically all that you have is a monster that which obviously is level 4 lower.
Yeah.
So you can choose to normal summon it, and then just make sure that you read the
Yeah.
effect. So, for example, this effect says when this card is summoned, you can place a Crystal Beast monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard face up in your spell and trap card zone as a continuous spell, which basically means you get to choose from your hand, graveyard, or deck. In this case, you only have your deck as an option to choose a Crystal Beast monster and place it face up like the other two. So
Yeah.
remember, like this is not a Crystal Beast monster.
So to activate this, I need to take 3 of these and put them in the graveyard
If you
To
read
enable
if you read
attack,
them, yeah. Send from your hand by sending
because they're
3.
continuous spells.
That's correct. That is correct.
Okay.
Yes,
so
we
I would
all-
want to play this.
You'd want to then
you guys
go
do
your
play
Yeah,
them.
we are
standby
all from the
phase,
Warren.
Yes, we're all
and
from the Warren.
then you go to your main phase, and then in your main phase you can then normal summon your Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus. So you would normal summon your Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus, And then you would then. Sorry, I know, big fumble, right?
Okay, so then I search my library.
That's correct. Yes. So now you normal summoned and you activate the effect
She understands the feeling of looking
For
through the
a
library.
crystal beast monster.
that
You
you
would
place.
place in your spell trap. So.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you know what Crystal Beast does.
Yeah.
Okay, so look at.
Take a look at the creature.
Go look there.
Yeah.
So basically, all of anyone that says crystal beast, but
Yeah.
now you obviously need to read and make sure you choose one that has maybe possibly an additional effect or something like that.
Yeah. And what about that one? Because that is the.
Okay, I'll figure that out
Just
later.
Okay, that's not it.
Hugo Locke says, has the definition of pro changed? Decent player, sure, but pro. I actually live with Hugo money, so technically, yes, I am professional. If you want to put it that way. It's like one of my only jobs.
I mean,
Okay,
definition of pro if you earn
These
it.
are my
really.
Yeah,
only
literally.
options, really.
And then Tritron
Yeah.
says,
Yeah.
Hope
so
being
it's
smarter
these.
than Ahmad with the deck. Good job, Hope. I agree.
What happened?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
I mean,
We don't know what's going on.
I'm leaning into the whole Yu-Gi-Oh thing.
So you can basically choose.
Her
one of
cards are
these
prettier than mine. Mine are more like.
to then place in
edgy.
Yeah,
Edgy
it's literally called
teenagers.
Cyberdark Edge. What do you
Yeah,
the. You
mean?
can place this as well. But remember, this is not going to be on the field, so you can't attack.
Oh,
with
okay,
it.
yeah,
So
it
it's
doesn't
going to
get
be in
placed.
the.
Yeah.
You're placing it in the spell and trap card zone. When
Yeah.
they are there, they're technically not
Mm.
monsters.
Okay, so these two.
You can choose one of them.
It's like he's whispering in there.
Hey.
the older siblings, man, always being so annoying.
Ahmad catching strays and everything.
I'm being.
He always does.
I'm always
probably.
targeted.
I'll probably go for this one.
When
then,
Ahmed and I play
because-
locals at like Yu-Gi-Oh locals at the Warren, John will just I'll
so
just
you would
walk
then
out and John
place
will be
it.
like,
Okay.
mark me down as a win. He won't even ask.
That's me. Wow.
I always get targeted. Don't worry.
Yeah, I can't shuffle. There's no sleeves. That's why.
Shuffling pretty well, actually.
Oh, she's practiced.
I'm a commando, okay? That's like 100 cards. Okay.
I'm like, okay, so it's supposed to go there. It's supposed to...
And then obviously
Okay, yeah,
Also-
but now my problem is.
All 5 of her spell trap zones are now occupied.
Yeah.
occupied.
occupied.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So I kind of would like to play this.
I feel that's bad for
Yes.
me.
So
Yes.
you would only be able to play that if you met its special summon
Yes,
condition.
which is the 3 continuous face-up spells you control into the graveyard.
Yes.
Graveyard. It's not magic, it's not the bottom. Okay, but the problem... Do I want to do that, though?
Think about what position you're in.
Yeah.
I think that I can see how Yu-Gi-Oh can possibly be very few cards.
You
Yeah.
understand now.
Your
I
deck
mean,
was-
you're like 8,000 life. You're like, whoa,
So basically,
it's
this
8,000.
card just swaps out.
Your deck is a good example of what current modern Yu-Gi-Oh is like. It's just a lot of your core went search your realm, which search your cannon, which search your edge, which led to another body, which led to more pressure, and then your Gizmo Orochi is just another free extender that you had in hand. It's very indicative of what modern Yu-Gi-Oh is. It's just multiple cards bridging into each other.
Yeah.
How much is that?
I need you to help explain this one.
1,200,
Oh.
1,600.
You're looking at the. I'm not in defense, so I guess you're looking at the attack.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
You
looking
don't
at the
look
attack
at
stats, which would be this one is 2,400 because it's being
It's
boosted
2,400,
Yeah.
400,
Yeah.
2,100,
See-
2,400.
2,450.
So obviously, if you look at it, this thing has like
Yeah,
4
specifically.
times. So it's
Yeah.
got some- but remember that you can now only attack once with it, and then you also have.
Yeah,
option
but then
on-
this attack trigger, if I destroy one of hers and it goes to graveyard, then
Tragic.
I can inflict 1,000 on her.
that is
Let me
true.
read this.
We're
Yeah,
inspiring
some
Yu-Gi-Oh players, guys. We're making Yu-Gi-Oh players read. You know, we're a good example. We're a good example.
You can okay, so you've got 2 options here, right?
Yeah.
You can either hope and pray,
You either hope and pray.
I think you're kind of used to it,
It's not the first time I've had that, no.
right? Or you can special summon your Hamon in attack position, and then preferably attack into the Gizmic
That's what I was thinking
Yeah.
of doing.
Yeah. So
Okay,
you
but
can proceed with
another
Why are
thing
you
is
helping?
I wanted to keep because
content,
it
okay?
says Crystal Beast, and I've got that out.
I guess
If
it'd
I
be too
kept
easy
this,
one.
Yeah.
then
I mean, it
Remember
does look
that you
kind
need
of
to
a-
trigger
it looks
three
like a
continuous
one-shot, yeah.
yes, I know. But yeah, that's why I'm deciding which ones to sacrifice. But if I kept that, and then basically it swaps out with a creature that gets dealt damage by her, that is a Crystal Beast. Is that what I'm? That's what the card says.
That's what the card says.
You can read out chat here.
Unless it says otherwise.
Patron saying, Josh, cheer up Ahmad.
So wouldn't I want to keep that for
Let's chat saying.
a swap
Yeah,
out?
but this would then only trigger when it's in the monster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Only when it's in the
Savage
Yeah.
says, I have
Okay,
to
so then I
say,
just
this is not how I
sacrifice these
remember the anime.
Okay,
So then you attribute those to those three who
Yeah.
go then to your graveyard.
it's up there, not down
Oh,
there.
the card bunker.
Alright, and then I would move to the
The-
combat.
Or the battle phase.
the battle
if you
phase.
Let's
prefer
go!
to shoot.
Fight me.
And then I would destroy... Which one? I can destroy any of them.
That one's suggestible.
She will probably do something with
Yes,
that next
highly
turn.
likely I would
Yeah.
do something
So,
with that.
Yeah.
So that is
preferably you would
24
want to.
to
Take that one
50.
out.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So then I would attack
So
with
it's
that.
declaring... what is that? Oh, 4,000? Okay, I
Yeah.
take how much?
The difference.
Yes, the difference.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
1550.
We've got phones and calculators.
I
Yes,
feel-
we've got
1550.
calculators. So
That's
I know this
1550.
dies,
Okay.
but I get excess damage.
What
From
do you
that, from that.
Yes, you
Yes.
would take
That
1550
just gets
damage.
destroyed.
Okay.
And
And
then when
then-
it's destroyed, that maybe triggers, I don't know.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it does.
When something
Um,
else is destroyed,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
So
Can
when it goes into the graveyard, then I inflict 1,000 damage on your opponent. Yeah, and the
When this
defense-
goes into the graveyard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
so
when
it
it
obviously
goes-
ties and goes to the graveyard.
and then you get
take
1,000.
you basically what they call burn damage. So you'll burn for
Yeah, so you take 1000 effect damage.
Okay. I don't have anything that triggers when something goes to the graveyard, right?
No.
Okay, I'm just checking. You never know.
This
got
has an effect during
1800.
damage calculation, I believe. Though.
It does. During damage calculation, if a monster equipped with this card battles, you can send one monster from your deck to the graveyard.
So how much is
Why
this
would
now?
I want to send a creature to the graveyard? Oh, it's probably a
Maybe it
trigger.
So
wants
how
to be in
much?
the graveyard.
How
Maybe it
much
wants
is
to
this
be.
now?
It's on 2400.
2,400.
24.
Okay, I don't know.
Okay. So can you attack multiple times with a creature?
no, unless it states otherwise.
Unless it states
Okay, but
otherwise.
I haven't attacked with the crystal beast.
No,
so-
you
Yeah.
can attack
so you
with
can
crystals.
see if you
Take your pick, Hope. I have
Um,
many to choose from. Well, I have a decent amount.
Tritron says, Josh, this game is so different from the anime. I mean, where is pot of greed? First, you need to tell me what pot of greed does.
It does. Like, what does it do? What
We
is
can
the
show,
card?
they can show it to you if they knew what it was.
Okay. So then I
There's 2100, 24, 400.
I'm assuming this one's bad.
This one's 24.
I
Yeah.
cannot kill that.
Yeah, you can.
can't.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, you can't.
So,
yeah,
You
okay.
can destroy the
Ironically-
Cyber Dragon or the Cyber Dock.
Yeah.
You can destroy the Cyber,
Cyber
Dragon.
Dragon. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
wait,
because that's only
this one.
400.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this dies. Does it do anything when it dies?
One, two.
1 4, yeah.
Okay.
4050.
Never mind. I'm just checking.
Okay, I
guys.
think that is all
I'm
I
just
can
checking.
do.
Can
That's
I
all you can
move?
do?
Can I move these things together?
No, you
No.
cannot move them.
No,
to
you
the-
cannot.
You cannot
just
move
asking.
your monsters.
Okay.
You go to your main phase 2. You say, I don't want to do anything in my main phase 2.
Two.
And you go end phase.
Yeah.
You have effects you can activate.
I do. I have traps.
You have traps, and you have maybe a Gizmic Orochi in the graveyard. That's a quick effect.
I do. All right. A quick effect. Yes, I saw the quick effect. If this card is in your hand or in the graveyard. Okay, so you can ban it. So I can either. Okay, but it makes sense. Wait.
So
Okay,
because
can I do this first? Can I do these
Yeah, you
traps
can
first?
do the traps
I want
first.
to do the
First,
traps
yeah.
first because I feel like that's going to be more useful. Okay, so now what? You can activate one of these effects. Target one Cyber Dark effect monster you control. Equip one dragon or machine monster from either your graveyard to it as an equip spell that gives it 1,000. Okay, and the second one is send one equip card you control equipped to a machine monster to the graveyard. Destroy one card your opponent controls. You can only use each effect of Cyberbark convey once per turn. Okay, so I'd like to do the destroy creature thing. Because isn't this a machine and it's
Yeah,
you
so you can
sacrifice?
send you can send the cannon from
Yes.
your equip zone to the spell trap zone to pop or
what
destroy
Yes, to destroy something.
one card the opponent controls.
Yes, this one.
A card should
So you're
be.
gonna send the
card.
cannon
Is that
and
an
you're gonna
effect?
destroy it.
Yes, cannon.
So it activates. You're gonna pay
Activate. So
cost.
I'm doing cyber.
It does not target, but the
Cyber
first time
Documentation.
Yeah, the first time a
ultimate crystal or
or
crystal
crystal
beast.
beast
This is
you
not an
can-
ultimate
Good,
Okay,
just
yeah,
the beast. Yeah.
yeah.
So.
So what?
So
No,
the
it's fine.
Hamon gets destroyed.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
and it
I
goes to the
destroy
graveyard.
your big creature. This goes to graveyard, no?
Yes.
Yes.
It actually stays on the field. So
Is it a continuous check?
Ow!
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a trap! And
Yeah.
it's infinite! It's great. Okay, let me put on the button. It's like Christmas. What is this? Cybernetic Overflow. Banish cyber dragons with different levels from your hand. I don't have that. So, face up field and... Wait, okay, that. Banish cyber dragons with different levels from your hand, face up field and or graveyard. Then destroy an equal number of cards your opponent controls. If this card on the field is destroyed by a card effect, add one... Okay, well, it's not destroyed though.
Yeah.
Or-
No, it wasn't. But you can activate it because you have a Cyber Dragon in your graveyard,
Yes.
which is Cyber Dragon Core.
Yes.
So you can banish the Cyber Dragon Core to
Yes.
destroy one card the opponent controls.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
I
use
use Cybernetic Overflow to destroy
So
cards.
because the
it's a
first time it
crystal
be destroyed
beast,
by card
yeah.
effect, it is not destroyed.
So it
Okay.
stays.
So it just stays. And
Cool
the
beans.
overflow goes to graveyard because it's just a normal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it goes to graveyard.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
One time use.
Cool beans. Okay. Now that thing, the activation on this.
Yes. So you would
I
banish.
can either special summon it or I do this thingy, but I don't know
The
what
quick
this
effect
thing
is the
does.
special summon effect.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
the quick effect. Okay, so I can summon it.
Yeah.
But I have to banish 8 cards again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to pay everything again. okay. So I banish 8 cards. I'm sorry, cards. Wait, where did I put those cards? Oh.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
I'm sorry, cards. Your sacrifice is appreciated. Okay.
So it activates in the graveyard and then
You
it resolves
can
in
banish
the
it.
graveyard.
Okay, no. Okay, so yeah, special effect.
Just special it.
Yeah.
And then that should be the end of
The game because yeah.
Hope's turn.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your turn.
Yeah.
And then you,
Oh.
you draw a card for
Ah,
your turn.
okay.
Oof. Is she going? She's going to.
Yes,
win
I'm
next
going
up.
to
Yeah.
win because
Okay,
this
I'm
will
going
attack
to
this.
say let's end
Yeah,
it
let's
because
end
it
this.
is over time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Do we just
All
need
right.
to go to
Hey.
and declare that?
come on.
No. Can we just appreciate and say that we learned Yu-Gi-Oh? Can we please just accept victory that we learned Yu-Gi-Oh
Well
in 2
done.
hours?
Well done.
We
Well
learned
done, guys.
Yu-Gi-Oh in 2
Well done.
hours.
Well done.
Okay, I like these trap cards.
The trap cards are pretty cool, right?
They are fun. They're booby traps. I love booby traps.
Is this from the deck?
Yeah, these are essentially tokens
those
that
are
are not part
tokens.
of the deck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should know
But
what
I'll
tokens
just put
are.
them in.
Okay, it was a pity. I actually
You
liked
should,
it.
you should know what
so-
tokens are, right?
I wanted to use those ones.
They don't look like that in Magic.
That's fine.
I,
me-
I felt like this was unfair. I felt like these decks are unbalanced. Guys, you should have told us it was unbalanced. Alright. Wow. Alright. So, are we going to swap back? Or...
No, we can
we can
stay-
just be like this.
Okay, so
Oh, what do you mean go down? Oh, you want us to go
no.
Oh, that way.
Okay. How are we going to do? Okay, wait.
Yes, we have something special. We have a question. Very important. We have mystery. We have mysteries
You have
to
mystery?
unfold.
Ooh.
We have mysteries to unfold, guys.
This is for all the people who
Yes.
sticked around
Yes.
through all the foolery.
For those of you that are still here. Okay.
Don't forget to like, comment,
So-
and subscribe.
Thank you. Yeah.
See, I'm getting the
That's
hang of
also
this.
important.
There you go.
Alright, cool.
Okay, so we have a few more boosters and prizes to give away. So you guys start coming up with some questions, and
Rapid
then we
fire.
will also do the guessing game.
Okay.
I don't know which ones are those.
I'll be off the boosters.
So the way the guessing game is going to work is Josh is going to show up the back of a Yu-Gi-Oh card, and then he's going to give you a hint on what that card is, and you will have 3 chances to guess what that card is. Well, you will have 3 questions.
You have 3 guesses.
Yeah. You have 3 guesses, and you are allowed to ask 3 questions.
Yes.
So, yeah, okay. I think let's start with the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Show up 1 card and give the audience a hint as to what the card is.
I won't know the card. I want to see it though. Can I
Yes,
see
it's
it?
3 questions and 3 answers per person. 3 chances.
It's pretty.
Our card here is a continuous trap card from very early Yu-Gi-Oh! That has an effect when it is activated to special summon a monster from the hand or deck, as well as a secondary effect.
I have no clue.
Yeah, I wouldn't know,
I'm not,
but-
yeah.
I think if these people answer very quickly, then we shouldn't read out the ability. We should wait for someone to ask.
I think the ability is a worthwhile hint.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
that's
continuous
true.
trap
It's
from
not-
early
because you're not
Yu-Gi-Oh!
gonna know
magic,
anything.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not magic. That's right. If you read the
Yeah.
ability, we'd Google the ability and be like, oh, it's that guy.
I'm not reading out the specific ability either.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
if
because
you
that
read
would,
the
that would give it
ability-
away if
Yes.
you actually explain what the card
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
I
Is
mean,
it-
if you read, like, yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
if you read a magic card,
Yeah, just like
You're like, oh, it's that
a
Yeah.
Demir Signet. It's like it taps for for a blue and a black.
it's like, yeah.
So
Ah,
is
that's
it an
pretty
artifact? Yes. All
self-explanatory.
right.
All right, guys, what are you doing? What you been?
Called by the grave, called by the haunted.
A lot of cold going here.
Macrocosmos.
That is correct.
That is correct. Who
Oh,
said
oh,
that?
Macrocosmos. Who said that?
Who's the first
Yu-Gi-Oh!
person?
Lock.
Yes.
Yeah, he was the first
He was the
person.
first one. Yugo Lock.
Yu-Go Lock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
To Yu-Go Lock.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Macrocosmos.
Those are the ones
He's the one that said I
are-
could have sworn this wasn't what the anime was.
Harry won 3, right?
That's Harry.
Yes, he won 3. Yeah. Okay.
Woo, let's go.
Yu-Go Lock. Okay, that's the next one.
Too many knowledge.
All right, and now we have another card coming up.
So this one is a equip spell card, also from back in the day.
Back in the day, for those of you who
from
are old.
early Yu-Gi-Oh!
Calling out your
That
old
basically it increases a monster's attack. That's it.
Okay.
Nice.
One of the strongest equipped spells from early Yu-Gi-Oh!
So
Oh, okay.
strong.
Woo.
Yeah, one of the.
You don't have to ask questions. These guys are giving you tips. But I'm a Magic player, so when you like say these things, I'm like, aren't you giving it away? I'm like, wait, aren't you guys like telling
Oh,
them
okay.
everything?
We have
Ooh.
Acts of Despair, Megamorph, Black
Am I
Pendant.
making this too easy? It is!
Yeah.
Acts of
Axe of
Despair.
Despair.
All right.
Who's the first one who
Chris.
said Axe of Despair?
Chris.
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 Garber.
Chris
Yeah.
Garber, well done.
Yeah.
Well done, Chris.
Okay, congratulations, Chris.
Hey.
All
Mr.
right.
Judge gets it right. Wow.
All right, now we do a question.
Yes. Now come up with a question, guys. Brainstorm.
Let's ask
It's easy
to
break
brain.
brain.
Like imagine. Okay.
What to
So I'm
explain.
speaking very loud because I don't want you guys to hear what's going on.
Yeah,
the background
we were
now.
trying to
So
like blur the
Yeah,
vowel
I would
sound.
sing for you, and you could hear my beautiful, stunning voice. But copyright has
Yeah, unfortunately, copyright doesn't allow
has
us
restricted
to.
my freedom of
So-
speech.
Yeah.
Freedom.
You have no many times. No idea of how many times we want to start flying to the moon. Because it's stuck in my head. Thank you to Josh.
We does.
No, we can't. It's copyright.
And we sing it very badly, though.
Wow, Dad. Wow.
The
I don't know if you guys heard that, but Dad said we wouldn't be copyrighted because of the way we sing it.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Do you want to ask it?
I am so insulted.
The audacity.
Okay, we have the
guys ready?
question.
We have our
We just
question.
got roasted by our own dad while you guys were
People
talking.
who paid attention to the duel. When does the effect of Cyber Dark Cannon activate when a monster is attacking?
When does the effect of Cyber Dark Cannon activate when a monster is
In
attacking?
what step does it activate?
In what step does it activate?
In
Okay.
what step?
Ooh, okay. I actually remember this. I'm shocked.
See, Dad, the people in chat are nice.
It took.
That's
What is
Harry
that?
said, voice too good for copyright flag.
Aw.
Liam says it's because you guys sing so much better than the official songs.
Thank you guys. Thanks a lot.
You're giving away prizes.
This sucker up. Listen,
Suck it up.
You guys are sucking up to us. Harry says damage step.
That is incorrect.
Oh,
That is
okay.
incorrect.
Okay, damage step,
Incorrect.
calculation, damage step.
Go through.
Words.
Go through that again.
Damage step. In the damage calculation, I'm assuming calculation.
Yes, that is correct.
That is the
In
correct
damage
calculation.
calculation.
Okay.
Okay.
Chris again, the judge.
The judge. Of
The
course.
judge. Wow. How ironic is that?
I love how
but I mean,
Don't just keep track of it.
I love how
okay.
words underscore txt says Harry was banned, right? Chris
okay.
is, I'll take my packs. Hugo Locke says, Chris coming in again, lol.
Okay, to be fair, he isn't typing fast enough, so it's not like he's the first one every time.
Yes.
You guys do have a shot. Alright, next card.
Our next card is a level 2 machine monster that is dark.
A level 2 machine the monster that is dark.
Not like folks, it's dark. Be careful, important information.
Chris says I'm old.
He is.
He is
old.
quite
He is
old. Oh
Chris-
my
Chris
god.
is old.
Chris says
Chris is
hands
very
are
old.
frail. Cannot type fast.
We love you, Chris, but you're kind of old.
Jeez, guys, you've been calling out your old friends for a while.
Emphasis on old, eh?
Like, yikes.
So let's repeat that again. It is a level 2 dark machine monster.
Okay, you are allowed to ask a question if
You have 3 questions, guys. Use them up.
need another hint, Harry says. Colonel says, Ali Salvo?
No.
No,
Incorrect.
incorrect.
You play Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah, Colonel!
When did you play
When
Yu-Gi-Oh?
did you start playing Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yu-Gi-Oh
You got a
like
lot of
says,
hobbies.
this one's tough. Chris
Yes.
Garber
Yes.
says, Chris Garber says, Cyberstain.
I
Oh,
hate you, Chris.
Chris, man! Come on, man!
Good job!
Okay.
Hope that you win it. No, yeah.
Okay,
Good
Chris,
job.
your pile is as big as Harry's now. Harry,
Oh, the battle.
Yeah, you guys come
come
fight
on,
it out.
Harry.
Fight!
Alright, another card?
Right, let's do the next one. This is a level 3 dark fiend monster.
This is
A
cool.
level 3
This is
dark
cool.
fiend monster. Okay,
Rigged.
come on. Harry or someone else, but I mean, it seems to be a race between Harry and Chris.
Yeah,
at this
guys,
point.
if just please type fast. Like, be on your keyboard. Like, I know you guys are gamers out there. I know, like, some of you will automatically
Have
go to
that 0.1
WS.
second response time, please,
But, like,
guys.
for typing purposes, don't go automatically to
Private says,
WSD.
tour guide. Harry.
Just repeat that again.
Tour guide.
Who says that?
Triton.
Yeah.
Triton.
Incorrect.
Oh, okay.
Incorrect.
Harry says, sun gun.
No, incorrect.
No,
Chris
incorrect as well.
says, Lord, that's tough. Lurk says,
Is that a card?
I feel like you're purposefully saying that though.
Lurk says Dr. Fiend.
Word says lesser fiend.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
No.
says there's so many. Chris, by
B-
far. What is that?
BA far.
Oh, B-A.
Nope.
Dark Lurk says dark resonator.
Nope.
Nope.
Quabs says tour guide of the underworld.
That is the correct one.
Oh,
That
and
is correct.
Triton
Good job,
and-
Crabs.
Okay, good job. Well done. Okay.
Did it. I love
Okay,
Quabs. I
sorry,
love
you
saying
had to say
Quabs.
the whole thing, Triton.
I love saying Quabs. You're my favorite.
All right, now
username.
question.
Oh, question.
Question.
A question.
A question.
A question.
A question, if you will.
What should our question be, Ahmad?
Okay.
Fly
Go
to the
I refuse to be copyrighted this night.
Change it
It was less than 3 seconds. That should be fine.
Oh wait. So we can go Slam to the moon.
Okay, so here's. Okay, so what's everyone's favorite song?
What are you guys? Yeah, what is the song that you've been listening to?
We should start doing some ASMR. Let us know in the comments down below.
I'm trying to keep the mic preoccupied so they don't hear what they're talking
If they really want
about.
ASMR, what do you want? Do you want?
Oh wait.
Do you want punches?
Wait, here we go.
Do you want cards? Do you want? What are you guys doing? Disrupting the flow.
That and that one that sings stop.
Sorry to all the headphone users.
Sorry.
Out there. We're really trying to stop you from hearing their conversation because some people don't know how to whisper.
NGE ending themes start rolling.
Wait, what?
They're still busy. All right.
Okay, guys.
Um,
Let's have a conversation. What is the song that you have listened to so many times you have actually gotten sick of it? Because that's been multiple
I
songs.
haven't even listened to Fly Me to the Moon, and I'm sick of it. That's because
You
everyone
have
starts
listened
singing
to it. I performed it so many times.
Yes,
That's
I
why
know.
you're sick
Not
of it.
purposely. Put it on a
You're
playlist.
forced to listen to it. Same thing. Same thing.
And then Josh comes out. It's just I got it out of my head, and then all of a sudden I hear this random person just start humming it, just going to the parking lot, and I am so mad because it's now in my head.
I agree.
Okay.
You can go
And
ahead.
then-
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I
Okay.
see Imagine Dragons.
You can go
They're
ahead.
Imagine Dragons radioactive. Yeah,
Yeah.
Imagine Dragons great. Crumple up the cards for ASMR. No.
Righto.
They don't.
Righto, mateys.
Righto,
We
guys.
Okay.
have a complex ruling question
A
here.
very complex one because
we have some
If it's
Yu-Gi-Oh!
a
players.
and we have some
If it's a ruling
judges.
question, yeah, I feel like it's targeted to judges. And they say your question and let it be your piece.
Our situation is player A has activated the effect of Different Dimension Ground, which says any monster that is sent to the graveyard this turn is banished instead. Player B wants to activate or wants to special summon Dear Balstar the Black Witch. Dear Balstar the Black Witch says you can send one card from your hand or field to the graveyard to special summon it. The question is, if you can send a monster from your spell trap zone to the graveyard to summon Dear Balstar the Black Witch.
Can you?
That was a full 20 seconds right there.
Yeah.
Can you?
Oh,
Can
there's a
you?
moth.
Guys,
The
okay.
question is, can you?
Get the moth.
If you...
Get the moth out.
Hey, we got a friend.
Simple yes or no.
Hey, buddy, come here. Come here.
Okay, I can't get it.
I'm a cat, okay?
Bring me the
do,
bug.
you want to repeat the question?
Yes.
They can skip
We
back.
have taken the no. You can't summon it as it is a summoning condition. Word says no. Harry says you cannot activate. Lurk says yes. Crab says yes. Chris says you speed or something. Oh no, there was an answer to another one. Triton says yes.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Says, Chris Gerber, you doubt me?
Okay.
So,
Make it quick.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
It started
Where did it
from
start from?
word.
Yeah, it started from...
No,
words.
you got lock.
Yeah, you got... No, but you can't. That's...
Yeah, you got lock. It
What
says-
did Chris say first?
Oh, Chris
LOL?
said lock. Yeah.
He said LOL. Is that an answer? Can you answer?
Okay.
That is correct.
The correct answer is that because it is a summoning condition, you have to fully meet the condition, right?
Yes.
So you wouldn't normally be able to send a monster to the graveyard for cost because it would be banished instead.
Yeah,
no.
because
Okay,
of
so-
different.
But because
Unless
it
the
is
card
treated
says-
as a spell at the time it is being sent to the graveyard, you can send a monster that is treated as a spell trap in the spell trap zone as a continuous spell to the graveyard for the summoning condition of Dear Balstar the Black Witch. The answer is yes. And the first
Okay,
person
so
to say
Lurk.
that is Lurik Nadal.
Lurk, congratulations, Lurk.
Congratulations. I thought you played
Congratulations.
Imagine
Sa-
it was a random guess. Imagine when he doesn't play Yu-Gi-Oh!
Look,
Like,
did you
yes.
actually know, or were you just saying yes because someone said no?
Oh, maybe did you ask like the black number 8 balls? Like, is it yes or no?
Samuel says, I'm not even going to pretend I know anything about this TCG. The Emperor forbids me for embarrassing myself. Okay. It's a Warhammer guy here. Hugo Locke says, oh damn, wow, that's interesting. Harry says, interesting question. No, we don't. Okay, yeah, so that goes there. Plays.
Just in case.
Chris says, Star Wars players are strong with the Force. Chris says, was legit process of elimination on that? Yes, lol. Yeah, okay. No one else said yes, so you just went for it.
Alright,
Yeah,
guys.
let's do this one.
We're doing another one.
Okay.
We've got 2 more guest cards left.
Okay.
Our first one here, which is gonna be a relatively modern card,
Ooh.
is a level 4 light spellcaster. Ladies and gentlemen, what is it?
Okay, so this is now for the young people. Old people.
Chris, leave.
This is targeted. This is rigged. Alright, chat. Have you heard the question? Could you repeat that question?
So it is a level 4 light spellcaster.
released in recent years.
In recent,
So it's
guys.
pretty. It's recent.
Okay.
It still sees relevant play.
Alright, so the first answer is from Harry. Dogmatic Ecclesia.
I thought we were gonna ban Harry. Harry
Are we
knows.
banning her?
Harry
No,
knows
man.
the answer to this.
Well, how are we
Harry.
supposed to know Harry? Harry.
Stop cheating.
Harry, why are you cheating? Why are you so knowledgeable, Harry?
Harry.
Don't be knowledgeable.
The
Okay,
answer
Kyle
is
is
yes.
bigger than
Dogmatica
Chris's.
Ecclesia the Virtuous. But the card that my brother picked out, he's now guessing. Yes.
Oh, wow, Harry, come on.
Harry, your pile is officially
don't
bigger than
know.
Chris's.
I think, okay, I don't know if we should give any more to Harry, should
Yeah,
we?
Harry, with all due respect, you're banned from answering these. Okay.
Okay.
Anyways. Right.
Okay, no, we
I'm
actually
waiting.
need
Yes.
2 questions from you guys.
Yes.
2 questions.
Because we will be giving away a playmat and
Beautiful
a
play,
gold
Matt.
tin for the people that guess the questions
What tin
correctly.
is this? This is for reference. This is the 2021 tin, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it true
2021,
that
okay.
when you collect these, they actually form a bigger picture?
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
put the 2020, the 2021, and 2022
And you
turn
build
on each
like
other,
that.
and you build a pyramid. That's really
Yeah.
cool.
That's really cool.
It's
Yeah.
really cool. Yeah.
Why isn't magic then?
Okay.
$10.
So you guys need to come up with questions.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Two
you
more
guys need to
questions, guys.
distract.
Yeah.
We don't know what else to talk about.
Okay, guys. All right, guys. So,
Okay, listen up. I don't know what you're gonna listen to.
We got
but-
big plans. Big plans are happening. I'm telling you. Even Hope doesn't know. That's
Oh
how
yeah,
big
you
these
guys
plans-
actually come join us on the 6th of July for
That's true.
yes, it is July. For the 6th of July for the 12-hour challenge.
We're doing another one, guys. Another one. It's painful, but we're doing
Yeah,
it
but
for
this
you.
time it's not just on stream. You can book through the Warren, and we are going to be playing board games for 12 hours straight from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Yes, I know it is during.
Yeah, but
It is
Yes.
pain, but yeah, this is for yeah.
Yeah, I know it's during the night, but that's the whole challenge of it. If you have any complaints, take them up with Nat One.
And
Dad.
we
do.
And we have big prizes waiting for you for if you make it to the finishing line.
Yes.
So,
You
no
won't go
prizes
without
sprinkled.
reward. And remember, this is a challenge, so there will be other challenges set in there for to win some little other
Just
stuff.
think of it as some side quests, guys.
So
Gotta do the
they-
main quest and side quest.
Last time I checked, there are 17 spots left. We
spots
out
now.
of 36. So
Wow, so they gotta like hurry.
yeah.
Right.
So we have
You guys
3 teams
gotta
available.
hurry.
All right, they
They're done.
thank goodness.
We were just
Okay,
gossiping
so
about
this
you
one
guys.
is. Oh wow! I hope it's good things.
Well, you can go back on stream and check.
So this one would be for the what are we giving away for? It's the mats.
Yeah. First.
So for the mats, the question would be: at the end of your turn, you would need to discard how many cards to have a legal hand?
At the end of your turn, you would have to discard how many
Down
cards.
to how many?
Down to how many cards to have a legal hand. Oh, I was gonna ask.
Was that illegal? Was I illegal?
No, you're never illegal.
I can't tell if that was so good.
Do we have to play at the Warren for the team challenge? Well, you have to be in.
It
You
will
have,
be
to, you
hosted.
have to come and participate in the 12-hour challenge. You can book individually or you can book for your team.
But yes, the challenge will be hosted at the Warren.
Yeah. Okay, Chris says 6. Lurk says down to 7.
Quab says 6. Word says 7.
See the faces already.
So,
Which one?
Chris is technically right here because you do have to discard down to 6. The maximum amount of cards you can have in your hand at the end of your turn is 6 cards.
Okay.
Anything after that, which would be 7 or 8, you have to keep discarding.
I was legal.
Yes, you were
I
always
was
legal.
I was always legal.
So Chris had with that
Colonel
shit
says 1, JK.
again.
Alright, Chris is always right, it seems. Okay, Chris.
Chris.
You're a judge, okay? Chris.
So for this last,
Okay, Chris and
yes,
Harry,
Harry, this
you
last
are
one.
not allowed to answer this next question. I
Yeah.
am sorry.
Yeah, we apologize.
But you know
but
too
you guys
much.
you guys are too OP, man. Okay.
Okay, you
So-
get the let
But
other people have a
congratulations,
chance.
Chris.
Congratulations.
You got a thingy. Where do I
Okay.
put it?
Chris says hard band.
Hard man. Guys,
Okay, what
this
is
is
the
all
next
due respect,
question?
though. It's all with respect, you know. We ban them with respect.
Yeah, Chris says I won't coach. I promise.
All right. Distraction.
they-
I'm
they
actually
try and
listening
come
to
up
this.
with
That's why.
As long as you know, then sure.
Oh yeah, guys.
Okay, cool.
We do. Oh my
Okay,
gosh, you
never
guys took. We were about to talk about the T-Sports League. Why you guys take so
You know,
short?
I already figured it out.
All right.
This is for the.
What is the next
wait,
question?
wait.
Harry and Chris, you're not allowed to answer.
Where we?
Harriet and Chris,
Love
you're
you,
not
but-
allowed to answer. But yeah, this is for the big one.
This is for the 2021 Quinton. My question is, what is the attack and defense of the Ultimate Wizard?
What is the attack and defense of the Ultimate Wizard?
Yeah, Dark Magician, the Ultimate
Okay.
Wizard. In terms of attack and defense.
Where it
Ah,
says
attack
brackets
defense.
insert Chris answer here.
I mean, does that count? Chris answers below him, and then he gets
Moved up.
moves up.
All right.
Whoa! We're getting a lot of numbers here. Okay.
2500 slash 2100. that-
Yu-Gi-Oh! Lock.
Yeah.
Yeah, first person there, Yu-Gi-Oh! Lock 2500 and 2100 defense. That is correct. That is
All right.
Woo!
Congratulations, you go along.
That is the
Congratulations,
stats-
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Well done.
You get the
Okay,
box.
well done.
the
Get this
stats of
beautiful
the
box.
Dark Magician, the Ultimate Wizard in terms of attack and defense.
Yeah.
Cherish the box. Or else.
All right.
That wraps up all the prizes for today.
Yeah,
man.
that wraps it up. Thank you everyone for coming on and joining.
We appreciate the commenters and the lurkers. Both. We love you guys. Thank you very much.
About the T-Sports League and
So,
3 versus 3 that we still want
The next, so with our T-Sport League Yu-Gi-Oh! The 3 versus 3, the next one will be an AI Fest in Johannesburg,
Yes.
right? That is in that
That's
area.
correct. Go.
Yeah. With AI Fest in Johannesburg. I don't know if they have the sign up on their website already.
And we still have to coordinate.
Yeah,
so-
we are still coordinating dates for that, but that is coming your way. And then afterwards, we will have another one in Cape Town.
Yes.
Nice.
I hope you guys enjoy 3 versus 3.
Yes.
Yo,
it was-
the last one was absolutely fantastic. Oh, we loved it. I think we've constantly asked when the next one's gonna be. I mean,
Yeah.
I was excited. I was like,
I
when's
mean,
the next one?
we have to get to Joburg first before we go to Cape
Show them
Town.
all the prize support that's waiting.
I don't know where it
It's
is.
right here. We packed it on
Ah,
the show.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ooh.
guys, I need to put my hands. Okay.
No, that's
Yeah.
all the
Okay,
prize
so
support.
she brings
Whoa,
some
whoa.
Pass it this way, guys.
Whoa,
Boxes
insane
and boxes.
boxes, guys. Look at this price support. Look at this. Oh my word. Guys, this is insane. This is nuts.
As
This
your,
is really
as your
nuts. This is
expert-
price support.
As your
Yeah.
expert opinion on Yu-Gi-Oh, would you say this is good?
This is very, very
This
more
is
than
a
okay.
lot.
This is really a lot.
Yeah.
It's insane. So, guys, obviously the prices are worth it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun, social mingling, and it's a different type of format. It's not one-on-one. You have partners. You have people you can socialize and ask opinions for. Something different, and it's something really fun. As a person who've played in it previously, it's really, really nice. Don't be shy. Don't hesitate to come through and just support.
Yeah.
No,
Thank you.
I even really enjoyed it. It was a completely different perspective on how to
Perspective,
play
yeah.
competitively. Just being able to
actually be friends and communicate with your IRL friends.
Without arguing.
Like, you're no longer like playing against people who you would otherwise be friends with. You're actively playing with your friends and you can communicate with them. It's really fun. It really
It's
is.
really
That's
yeah.
Well,
important for us
that's
is-
the main thing with our T-Sports events. That's why we have the 3 versus 3 and the 2-headed giants, because we want people to team up. We want friends to come and play. We want it to be more friendly than your normal competitions.
Yeah.
And we are very happy that people are enjoying it because this is supposed to be.
It's supposed to be fun.
Yeah, it's supposed to. It's supposed to encourage community, and
Yeah.
that's the
why
important
we
thing.
don't charge much for it. I mean, all the fees go to the
No, yeah, everything
Okay,
goes to you guys.
Yeah.
Everything goes to you guys. So thank you again so much for watching. I
Yeah.
really don't want to say like and subscribe, hit the notification bell.
She really doesn't.
I really
but-
don't want to say it, but like we have to say it one more time. So
Yeah, just-
you should do it.
Oh yeah. Okay. So Whoa. Okay. What must? Where am I gonna? Lurk says, I know my name is very similar to Lurker, but I don't appreciate getting called out like that. In my chat, mine shows first. Oh, okay.
Oh, where?
It's what shows in ours, I guess. To Lurk
That's
says,
what pops
would
up.
there be spare decks? Asking as a non-Yu-Gi-Oh player. Where?
Most likely for the 3v3.
Oh, for the 3. You will have to find teammates and then
Yeah.
ask them maybe if they can lend you a deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best thing to do is probably just find one of the community groups. There is plenty. There's you can even go on Mirage .co.za. They have community groups on there that
Okay.
can get you involved in getting the first deck, etc., etc.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So there is resources out there. Okay, I think that is it for chat. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for
Yeah,
coming on.
thank you
Oh,
guys
it's
for
been a
coming
pleasure,
on.
it's
We
been really fun.
appreciate it.
We're glad that you guys had some fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was a whole lot of fun.
And I'm
So-
sorry
Everybody
to.
get hold of us on Discord.
Yes, okay.
for the
Everyone
prizes.
that has won prizes, please message Nat went down on Discord. That is his Discord username.
And if you are not part of our Discord, the link
will be in the description down below,
we'll
so
send
you
it.
can come and join us
put
there.
It there. We'll put it there.
Yeah, we play some nice games. We have fun there. It's
Yes.
very talkative.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you to the lurkers for watching. Thank you to the people for commenting. And
We usually say Namari Adventures when we finish our streams. Would
Yeah.
you like to say it with us?
Okay, cool.
okay.
Alright, so 3, 2, 1.
Namari Adventures. Okay, cool. Thank you. All right. Now this is where we switch personalities.
Yeah, this is when we turn evil. So now the camera's off. Exposed.
I was like, wait, what?
Yu-Gi-Oh! Players exposed.
Yeah.
Apologies to all the old people out there. You're really attacking them.
Okay, great. Can we put it back up on
Oh,
the?
yeah.
Yeah.
We don't want.
These prizes are really insane, you guys. Don't understand. Like, not even top.
That's good.
Like, top events get these type of prizes.
Yeah,
you guys
it's
get
very nice.
a
By the
box
way-
at most. Like, you get box tournaments with like a box.
Fourth place gets like a box that states.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,